Put those clown masks on. Hey, this is Russ Payton with Roleplaying Bubba Great here. We're playing Eclipse Phase Duality. This is session 2, the Titan chapter, because they're on Titan, in the Titanian Commonwealth. Investigate
Titans.
No, well, not yet.
Titan.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dog. Yo, dog, I heard you like Titans. In the last chapter, the PCs set up in New Quebec, and they started investigating the Tongs of New Quebec. I forgot what they're called.
St. Catharines.
St. Catharines, yes. Thank you. And they have their plan is to do a honeypot operation by offering faked morphed goods to a Sister Yin who controls the Bodyworks district and would be interested in getting new and improved technology to build pleasure pod or biomorphs using. And there was some other shenanigans involving the holder, including their first murder of an innocent. So, good job, team. They have bribed Sebastian, a holder who is transporting contraband of some sort to a location that they are trying to find out.
That is tagged.
It is tagged.
That's what we've done.
That's what we'll pick up with the op on Sister Yin.
Yeah. So the plan was.
You've printed
worked in the sex bot, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Back in hooker.
And I'm also in my regular body.
Yeah.
And then the plan is to use my unique powers of persuasion to get them to think it works, and then meanwhile case them out while they're in place.
Right. And they are so far not so suspicious of you.
That's their fault.
Yeah. You have some resources available to you if you ask from your router / proxy, currently Tesla. The Firewall resources have recently been decimated, so you do not have much support available in field, but, that's up to you. So yeah, we'll pick up there. We'll do right before the meeting. You're in the skyscraper office, or you can set it up. You don't really need to set up recording because your brains are recorders, or kind of up to you.
I'm playing the go-between, right?
Yeah,
and he's the muscle, and you're the
spokesperson.
You're gonna have to do the talking,
and I'm the
God help you all.
You're the tech,
and I'm the surgeon.
Yes, you're the surgeon. Who should I play, and who should you play? Since I have a fork there.
I would leave that up to you. I would probably, whoever's going to be making the async rolls is the one you should be playing. So I don't know who's going to be making the mind-controlling parts.
Well, I guess Hookerbot would be more important.
Because you need the tactile touch for your async stuff.
Since you can message each other through TACnet, you guys do have TACnet.
Woo!
Yeah. And you're all in the same room, you can basically, I will roleplay the other one, but you can give me directions.
The monkey body has the
gun. Yeah.
The monkey... I'm going to need the gun.
Yeah. I will roll if combat happens, but you can give me directions on, what you want the other one to do, because, again, you're in the same room, it's, you can coordinate pretty easily. Yeah.
Okay.
So, we'll, if there's anything else you want to do prep-wise, or you guys are pretty much...
Actually, things that come to mind. I know that we're pretty much going to have the room covered, but I would like to take a look and profession assassin check to see if I can figure out where they would most likely come at us from if they were going to double-cross us.
Okay, give me a check. Give me a roll.
How secure is this room? 28 out of 80.
Its main defense is the fact that it's in the middle of downtown. This is the nice part of the city, and while there are gunfights and a lot amount of violence in the poorer sections, like the Bodyworks, and especially the tunnels, which are outside of police jurisdiction technically, or out practical jurisdiction because they don't really go there, and there's no life support. This place, basically, if any violence happens, police will be there within two drones at least will be there within a minute, maybe 2. There are some flying by every once in a while. Armed drones, by the way, armed bots. So, and they do have pretty good sensors, so you can have weapons on you, but if you stay in one place it's basically Death Wish difficulty if this was a Payday 2 level. Heavy police resistance almost immediately. So they're going to be on their best behavior. They're not going to be bringing heavy firepower. Certainly nothing explosive or energy weapon based, because those can be easily detected.
But slug throwers like mine are a little bit more discreet.
If they're pistol sized, yes. You can certainly conceal them within the frameworks of containers, shipping containers and that kind of stuff. Or build them inside of larger machines, and then extract them. So yeah, you can have pistols, and you can certainly have body armor, because an armored vac suit versus a suit of body armor is very, at a certain level, semantic, what the difference is. So, yeah, they're not going to be bringing any heavy weapons because they're just going to run, or they're going to play innocent to the cops. They're not going to ambush you or do anything like that. That comes when you leave the nice, safe part of the city. So, anyway, that's your take on it after surveying the thing.
Okay, definitely going to pass the word on to everybody. Just that, those laser cannons that you were thinking about? Don't.
Yeah. Is anybody taking a plasma weapon or heavy explosives?
I have a pistol.
Yeah, pistols.
I have a pistol as well.
Yeah, a light energy weapon like a agonizer or something would be fine, or a stunner. But yeah.
So, Aaron, remember that the plan is to sell them on this morph and say that if they help us get a bunch of bodies, because that's what they're known for, that we can mod into this morph, because that's our gimmick.
Yeah,
we have the ability to mod.
The way I'm going to sell this is that this is the new thing that Extropia is planning on doing, but we need basically collateral bodies to be able to work it.
And
the
then
prototype.
we'll give them some. If they ask about the Gaga thing, we're engaging in a meta campaign. Because until people start modding them, the highest thing that sells in the brothels is celebrity-oriented things.
Right.
Which would work on there. Also, is it possible for me to do a digital arts roll to kind of set up a AR show in front of it so that they could possibly interact with their intoptics?
Sure.
So, all right. So try to make it at least a little more.
Yeah, no, you can make it all slick and.
Say, all right, that was 50 on that.
We're going to make their topic shine.
In top ticks, there's 2 T's.
Oh, God. The comments.
One moxie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, this is. I want to make. No, this is something we're dealing with.
Yeah, y'all have full moxie for this session.
I will be very persuasive.
Okay.
You don't need to.
Fuck you. Okay, apparently we don't have a great show.
Okay.
We're going to have to go by my charisma, which is going to suck.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's the key is confidence, Aaron. That's and you clearly have that.
What do you have to say? It's game over, man.
Yeah,
game over.
It's going to be some stacked interrogation, one way or the other coming up.
All right. So that's the extent of your preparations. Anything else? For time?
Yeah. I mean, if I can get a chance to thought browse or deep scan from the chimpanzee side of things as well, I would like to do that, but that's going to depend on you.
Well, certainly Sister Yun would probably be more amenable to touching the pleasure bot, to inspect the goods or the pleasure morph rather than the chimp. Why would she shake hands with, a chimp?
Well, yeah, but just saying.
All right, so
for the deep scan, you don't really have to touch her, do you?
Deep scan, they have to be unconscious.
Yeah, that's.
Well, we can arrange that.
Well, that's going to be. You haven't made any preparations to grab her that way, so.
Now that you mention it, can we take one of the magazines and just coat
What's
the
a
bullets
magazine?
From the pistol?
Okay.
Can I coat my bullets with curare?
You can't have loaded bullets. Or like Firewall does have the blueprints for those rounds that can be loaded with something.
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called. But yeah, you can have loaded with a lethal poison.
I think they're taggers or something.
Yeah.
I actually want to have them loaded with the non-lethal space knock-em-out drug, space chloroform.
Okay, do you have any of the skill to figure out what that is? Are you just going to make a networking firewall check to ask for, hey, can anybody have space knock-em-out drug?
Space knock-em-out drug.
I could do a networking criminal, see if we could get any
Whatever we
that.
Really? You want to use criminal?
Somebody is going to say, no, it doesn't
Fine,
really
I
work.
have a networking to everybody.
Who do you think has better networking criminal? You or the Tongs, who control a sizable part of the city?
Let's try networking
50.
Can I use
firewall.
networking gate crashers to get something?
Yeah.
Not magic.
I've got firewall, though.
Okay.
On 4.
Get those bad rolls out of the way.
No, I got 43.
Okay.
Out of 50. I want a Q-dot camera. So,
Okay.
quantum thin remote surveillance device. Because I don't want to get into shooting knock-em-out territory if I can have them wear a camera all day and then use it to hack everything they own.
And see if you can place them on during the
Yeah.
You can...
I just want to send them back out of the world, out of the deal, and watch them ping their whole network.
Okay. That would be... You can get one at book price if you have the credits for it.
Well, it would be rep here, right?
It's a train. Remember, it has elements of both. You could pay in credits or rep.
How much money do you have?
No.
I have 6,700.
Even looking at the
more
book,
than that, I think.
I would say it would... Getting it from a gate crasher on New Quebec would be harder because it's not... so I'd say it'd actually be 10 rep to get it from them.
Okay, I'll spend extra.
All right, so you can spend the gate crasher rep, and so yeah, you get one. So you can. Bug
Okay,
them.
so we'll do that.
Okay. If you made your thing, yeah. They have schematics for a knockout drug that you could load into a bullet, so you could have a clip of that. It would be injected, so it has to pierce the skin in order.
So
it would have to actually make contact with the skin, I would say. So if their armor absorbs it all, it's not going to make any contact.
We're going to call this Plan G.
Wait, can we shoot them and then use persuasion, hey, rub it in your eyes?
Yeah. Wow. You can make a profession security ops or assassin check.
Yeah. Oh, crit, yeah. 44 out of
Okay,
8.
well, you might, assuming things go that badly and you have to knock them out, the big problem then is this is, like I said, a heavily secure area. You would then have to get them out of the area. Because if you open fire, the cops, I'll just roll secretly if the cops detect it. Every time you fire. So, if they detect you, they will come in force. How are you going to get they're not going to let you carry an unconscious person.
Let's go nice black agent this, guys. If this plan doesn't work, let's try and talk our way out of it and then reassess.
Yeah. So basically you would have to come
rather than just instantly go,
you would have to have an escape plan to take you to the tunnels or some other place outside of the police range. And plus you would all be pinged and they would probably tag you. Your covers would be ruined. As you would all get warrants, you would have to scrub your morphs.
Again.
Yeah.
Question: do the State Camp Tongs primarily speak Mandarin or Cantonese?
They speak Cantonese, I believe, but they also speak English and Scandinavian. There's a new language that uses to merge as Scandiv and I can't even begin to. It's like an amalgam of all the Scandinavian tongues. It's in the book. It's in Rimward.
And comments?
Yes.
I'm just going to start saying that now.
Yeah.
And comments?
So they all speak English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have Mandarin by this, and also I have polyglot, so I can.
You can puzzle out some of the Cantonese.
I can try to
but they're only going to speak Cantonese to each other.
So, I'll pay attention.
Well,
so.
they're all
going to record it all, so
Yeah.
you could translate it.
But if they probably have their own TACnet, which will be encrypted, so they were probably going to.
We've given them no reason to suspect us.
Right. If they have no reason to suspect you, they will probably not use TACnet because it's more of a pain in the ass than words. Weird. But if they do feel, certainly during the meeting, they're going to use TACnet. to not, tip their hand. So,
or they could just bow their heads and text it to each other on their phones like a bunch of teenage girls in our modern day.
Cavemen.
Their phones are in their brain.
Savages, yeah. Their phones are in their brain, and they can think to them. Like, you send this message to this person.
Like,
also,
by the way, my new phone can kind of do the speech to text thing really well. I sound like a crazy person when I drive. Texting all the time. I hope my car's not.
Hey, we're in game. We're having space problems.
Sorry.
Also, they said that Tesla was willing to help us out with a couple of things as well.
He can. What do you want help with?
Since the digital arts role failed, would it be possible to forward spend some of my effort to create up a convincing lie that that's like at least a notable extropian businessman who's coming in, so maybe giving us a little more credibility to our backstory.
You wouldn't give them your name because you wouldn't want to be sullied. That's why you went through me.
Yeah, this is an illegal operation.
Okay,
yeah,
you're
certainly
your
violating
trade show Steve Jobs movement would not be like very conducive to the lie.
So okay, no problem. So I was trying to using my social science to try to figure out a little bit better way.
These people are beneath you, but you need them.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for barely restrained disdain.
Yeah. They disagree with your opinions on Doctor Who. That's how you role play.
Oh God, no! Barely restrained disdain. Not,
but I'm not
caveman-like aggression.
But I'm not one of those Doctor Who fans. I try not to be.
Okay, they like Michael Bay's
Aerostat's business partners. I have actually found up a barrel.
There you go. See,
for you to put the money onto, so that I don't have to
condescension. All right, so
they're convincing you to watch the new TMNT movie. What?
Yeah. So the meeting begins. Sister Yin walks in with two bodyguards. They are wearing smart clothing. The bodyguards are wearing armored smart clothing, but it still looks like suits, just armor-plated suits. Sister Yin is kind of like impassive. She has a good poker face. She's wearing some kind of upscale biomorph, far better than a hazer, and she says, so you have gone to a lot of trouble to go out of your safe zone, far away from extropian eyes. I'm guessing you're violating many contract laws.
To say the least, but innovation requires some greasing of the wheel and a little bit of underdealing to be able to provide our customers with the best products that we can, and this one, my friends, is a doozy of one.
Well, you certainly sound like an extropian. You're selling to everyone you meet, even.
Sorry, that's like my life's work presented in my vernacular.
Yeah.
However, now that you are here, though, I assume that we have piqued your interest in the newer models of pleasure morphs that we are pulling up forward.
All right, so you give your spiel.
Okay, you're going to lie about the specs.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me a deceit or a persuasion check.
High deception. Actually, what was my persuasion? I forgot.
Oh, high deception. How's your sex life?
Let me tell you about soul power.
The same.
Soul power.
God damn it.
$1 million.
$1 billion.
All
right. She, all right.
Have I piqued your interest in the sex morph?
It would be profitable on our end, but I have a few questions about the technical specification.
Then this is your man.
Yes. So, one, do the more. Then she reads you three very technical questions. Anyone can make a kinesics check.
33, critical success.
100.
We're all
right.
33.
Oh, she's clearly getting the messages from someone else. She is reading them, basically the equivalent of cue cards. So probably Glorious Lou is feeding her the questions, and she doesn't understand it herself, but he is probably basically live streaming this meeting through her head.
She mispronounced the word teraflop. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
So, Tom, you need to make 3 checks. You can use 3 different skills for it. In fact, you have to use 3 different skills because they cover different parts, but they can be any related academic or profession skills or medicine or whatever.
Okay, how about genetics?
All right.
Gene therapy.
All right.
And nanotech.
All right. Genetics first.
I roll interface?
86.
I will
Flip that?
flip that.
Is that so your skill is 70? Or what is it? Okay.
70 for that.
All right, so that's 1 Moxie down. You answer successfully.
Next, this one is at 80.
Okay. 29 is a success. All right.
And the other is also at 80.
Okay.
Boom!
All right.
God, the Titanian Commonwealth was so thick, I just blacked out.
I know, it
I didn't even
was.
hear it.
And I'm saying in a cool robot voice, too. So.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Did you hear Jeffrey's tube? I think I heard him throw in a Jeffrey's tube.
The gangsters are not impressed.
Can I roll interfacing?
She seems to nod kind of appropriately at times. Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand those words. Those are words that are in our language, and I understand them.
Yeah, I
She
bet.
mispronounced teraflops again.
I bet that scanning her head be like, what the fuck was all of that?
Yeah.
Could I have rolled interfacing with Sniffer?
To do what?
It's the program that sniffs out mesh signals in the area.
Yeah, you can do that. You could recognize them.
I got 28. Can I recognize the one going to Glorious You? Okay.
Yeah, it's encrypted, so you.
I know, but I'm going to ping that as the address.
You can
to look.
trace it. Yeah.
Are you going
to trace where it is would actually take an infosec check too, but it would not be as hard as trying to break into the signal itself.
What would be the infosec check?
Because it does go past a router and a firewall at some point.
Yeah.
So you can trace it halfway for free. You can narrow it down. It's in the Bodyworks district. Weird, but you can figure out where it is exactly in the Bodyworks district.
That's crazy, Ross.
I know.
Well, while we guys are distracted, what would be the negative on that since you're going up against probably Glorious?
Do you have multi-net tasking or mental speed?
I do not. So
I do.
Okay, you can make an infosec check. You're just sitting there. So
Wait.
you are all tagged.
yeah, I'll
We want to wait. If you fail this and you're detected, we all get shot.
wait till after the show.
Well, they might. Well, you can make a smuggling or security officer profession assassin check to figure out what they would do if you failed.
On the assassin, 73 out of 80.
They might not shoot you, but they would certainly become very suspicious and may back out of the deal. It depends on how you spin it.
It's encrypted, but we know where the connection is now. So
you know what neighborhoods it's in. You know
we can start hacking it to trace it once they leave the room.
Yeah, you can figure out where he was, where he hacked.
They're going to talk about us once they're out of sight. So
we can ping that area.
We could do it when they're away from us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, that you can trace where he. Yeah, of course, he could have left that location by then, or might be some safe house or something like that. But you can figure out the exact location of it at any time.
Yeah,
you have the data for that. So, anyways, she receives your question. She seems to think about it a moment. You realize she's, whereas Lou is talking to her, and she's speaking very slowly, not quite drooling. But she's, okay, shut up. All right.
Oh, Christ, I joined the
Tongs
for this.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, just like the IT guy keeps talking her ear off about details she doesn't really need for the big deal. She goes, well, all right, your specs make the difference. Or your specs sound plausible. We would like to do a sample buy, or what deal are you proposing? You're not trying to sell the tech, are you? You want to do some sort of exchange. You want to do the work yourself.
Absolutely, because in order to be able to protect the assets and the identities of all parties involved, if you were to supply us with enough pleasure pods to be able to construct the units, we would be able to get the prototypes that we need necessary for our presentation back to our Extropia. And once this project goes through success,
you need biomorphs.
Biomorphs, but I thought we were cobbling together. Well,
no,
that's what you did.
That's what we did.
Okay.
We're not telling them they.
We're saying we have we say.
But basically, we would. That's like once you supply us with these ones, when we get full approval from my bosses, we would be able to go ahead and
I thought
slide.
You were making this deal. I'm only talking to an intermediary. You're only an intermediary. You're not the boss.
I am the boss of this one. I'm talking about the way that that's like we are setting up this deal is that we can eventually. That's like I can slide you these new models under the table at cost.
Well, I don't want to. I don't deal with silent partners. If there's other people who have to be brought, make a decision, bring them.
The others are patsies that I am using.
Then why do you need to talk to them?
So again, that's like I'm dealing with the business that I have to do in order to get the product and the money that I want. this is the best deal for all of us. If you need any other evidence
we give you old used bodies. We can give you parts, and you give us upgraded pleasure morphs.
Absolutely, up to the specs of this floor model right here.
Hi. How you
doing? All right. Yes. Let's see it in action.
Absolutely. Lights.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Well, that's up to you, Caleb.
No, the clapper is adequated.
Yeah.
No.
It's classy now. It's so old. It's classy. It's like an ancient door knocker on a building.
All right. So I just want to remind you, in the previous game, you said that the most recognizable sex symbol in the Titanian Commonwealth was Lady Gaga 3.0.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just impersonating her. I'm not going to sing a song or anything, but I'm going to move like her.
Yeah.
Full-blown kinesics, slinky walk.
Go for it.
Let's hope that they're there.
33 out of 90.
All right, 33. See, you're rolling better. The two bodyguards are like, classy. I see that.
Apparently they are your biggest fans and will follow you until they love you.
Well, Sister Ian points to one of the bodyguards. Inspect it, make sure it's not just some updated pleasure pod. Software is good, but that performance is almost too good. So one of the bodyguards comes up and starts like basically examining you like you were a horse at market. You know, you've been checking inside your teeth. So you can certainly
now press the X button.
Yeah. So
when he gets too close, what Lady Gaga do? She would slap him.
Yeah.
So I will slap him, and then I'm going to use drive emotion.
Okay.
All
right. A wheel of 10. So that's his dump stat. He's like Drew's character. He rolls an 82, so he fails his
12.
check. All right, you succeed because he failed his check.
Lust.
All right.
That's the emotion.
All right, so he starts grinding on your pelvis.
It's like, sir, please. Please, do not sample the merchandise like that.
He just looks very embarrassed.
That's very unprofessional.
Is he still grinding against me?
He stops after you, Tom. Well, you can tell he's
subliminal.
Yeah.
47 out of 50. God, I'm going to be nosebleed increasing.
Yeah. I need to roll for damage.
I will.
Okay.
I'm going to change your password.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put my subliminal thought that your password's out of date. You should change it to...
All right.
Yeah.
Firewall is awesome.
Yeah.
And he gets a 98, so this is not his day for resisting psionics.
Why do I have to change my password to highway uniform?
Yeah.
Bartleby was here?
So that one is 2.
Hold on to your ass. Hold on to your ass.
No, that one's 1.
Yeah.
That one's 1. So drive emotion's cheap. That's nice. This one's going to suck. That one is 4. So 5 total.
All right, you can make a deceit check to hold it in.
Is that physical damage or is that stress? No, it's stress.
It's stress damage. It's definitely stress damage, but you can do that to hold it in. Yeah, you don't want to start...
I haven't taken a trauma yet, though.
All right, you haven't taken a trauma yet. I'll say it's all internal. You can't taste blood in your mouth, though. But the guy, changes his password. He kind of drools for a second and then goes back to his table. The two others are like, "What the fuck? You just made us lose face in a meeting, you ass!" Someone's going to be kneecapping guys for a week now. Kneecapping hobos for a week.
So you definitely see how persuasive this model can be.
Yes, it is very impressive.
Kneecapping hobos. That was the name of my
I will provide you with 10 morphs. We have the hazer morph. Some hazers, some are splicers. And we even have a couple. We have actually a surplus of flats that are kept in storage that won't be missed.
As long as they're basic human it's like human looking, we can work with that.
However, if you're taking these, are you taking these off-world, or are you all working on them here?
We're working. That's like we're doing the work here to be able to. That's like cover our tracks better.
I see. Do you need space? We can provide you with a lab, a body bank, and fully.
Tom's character?
Yeah, a fully functional lab.
Oh wait, I forgot what we were doing here.
With security and privacy.
Well, I can't smile.
So.
Far away from the eyes of overzealous Titanian security agents.
Quick TACnet note: do we want to try to infiltrate, or because this will put us under glorious
use?
use?
Morse first, then we'll talk about expanding the operation.
Okay, we'll see how
they will get one.
Yeah, this will be the first
10% deal.
We'll see after the first.
Will this be part of the deal? This one.
So we need, if you would prefer...
What do you have in there anyways? The AGI? It certainly seems very highly well programmed.
So, no, this is one of our own, personal acquisitions, if you will.
Trained core design, they have to surprise their own TACnet.
Yeah.
They have to provide their own human resources.
Okay. No, trained courtesan, personal indenture of mine that followed me here.
How much for a copy of her ego?
At the moment, right now, I cannot do that. But once we have the first models out, we will go ahead and see about
confidential information. I understand.
Yeah,
I would pay you $100,000 right now for her.
I appreciate it, but at this moment, we would need some other psychosurgery issues first. Before we go ahead.
Is Yen saying this?
Yes.
Yeah, before we will go
Can
ahead.
I get close to her? Are they afraid of me?
No,
merchandise?
The one guy is embarrassed by you. He's trying to slink away. The other guy is kind of just like, holy shit.
I will go up to her and say, trust me, honey, it's all the pheromones, and touch her on the cheek.
Okay.
And I will try it again.
All right. She is made
If she's weirded out sexually by me, she won't want to buy me.
Yeah.
31 out of 50.
Thank God. If you
38 out of 40.
Fuck.
Will 20.
Moxie.
All right. You succeed.
Spurt blood onto her.
She does feel something weird happened to her. She did detect it because she made her will save. Although you beat it.
Oh, God, thank God for the -1 on drive emotion.
Yeah.
Because I am at 8 out of 9.
Crap.
So I gave her lust, too. So
all right,
I got close to her, so I'm just, saying, no, trust me, it's the morph.
Gaga.
All right. These are more. These will be very hot sellers on the market. But
very hot.
She blinks and
as I bleed from my eye.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, looking good.
No.
That's the Gaga performance, though, isn't it?
No, man, it's like you have like those eyes from that lizard that squirts
I've got a real
blood out.
scanner's fetish. This is great.
You're
like the frog that squirts blood out of its eyes in self-defense.
It actually, even though it's called the horny toad, it is a lizard. But herpetology pendantry.
Damn it, Ross.
Square bound, down and outbound.
All right, so
nice to sit on.
She agrees. Where do you want the morphs delivered?
So go ahead and,
or we can. Where do you want them? We have them in storage right now. It would take us 12 hours to make them suitable for transport.
I'm arranging a warehouse at the moment right now.
Tell him that our man, the morph expert, will have questions about their quality. Make sure they meet our specs. Like, try and get engineer you there.
Yeah. Okay. We have a facility that we are setting up. Although it is requested by our esteemed engineer that he have a meeting. That's like with any head engineers of your own, so he could get the specs of the morph before we start assembly.
He must meet his requirements. Yeah.
No, because
does he want to come to our body bank? He can pick out the ones he wants from our surplus, or where? All right.
That's like if you feel more comfortable with that, we can work with that as well. What time would be good for you?
Our engineer can be there within the hour.
So, all right, we will give us. I would say at least give us about 5 hours, so we can so he can make adjustments to the current model if necessary before he goes down to inspect the lot.
Very well. We have an accord. We will provide you this. You will provide us with these very, very deluxe pleasure morphs. And we both profit from it. I do say that I understand your desire not to teach us to fish by just giving us the data to make them ourselves, but Still, I wonder.
Oh, we're not autonomous.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that at all. You're extropian. You're. Why would? No. Why are you going so far from the safety of home?
Because
no Gorgon, no private contractors here to protect you, just the Titanian police. The Titanian police won't look too kindly on your scheme.
They don't respect my art.
That's much less than savior.
But the extropians don't care. They have contract. It's a contract law or nothing. They would. You could sign up indentures to be and bank.
I've learned in my time that that's like risk produces greater reward, much greater reward than I can find within the extropian home.
More profit than the
and also the opportunity to be able
you need to give me a deceit and a mind stand. She's having trouble believing. Why would you like? They're really not. They're as laissez-faire as they can get. Why would you leave? Free market extropia to go to the most socialist and powerful.
We killed a guy there.
Centralized government in the outer system.
Because there's way more money available.
28.
Here.
She doesn't believe you.
So,
basic economics. You guys produce more bodies than any other habitat in the system.
All right,
They're cheaper here.
fine.
All right, so
Right? Like,
So I just wondered what
I'll
your.
spend the moxie on that too.
Well, you can. Well, no, you failed that check. So you can make a. So she
Just
says.
another deceit.
So you had some other reason for coming here. Why is that?
Fine, you caught me. Fortunately, the regulations concerning the production of these models and access to the bodies is not as well within.
It's not what Caleb said. Caleb said you guys had more bodies. Here.
No, I didn't say it.
Okay.
I was tacknetting.
Well, tacknetting.
Welcome
That's what
to
I meant.
tacknet.
Yeah.
He can say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I'm just making a suggestion.
So, but the
I think that
the access to
Extropia, just so your character would know, Extropia does not have regulations on wars. It's all contract law or nothing. Like, it's literally Reagan land. Like, it's all free market there.
Oh.
It's libertarian. They're super libertarian.
But they don't have as many body banks.
Right.
So, Extropia does not have access to the number of body banks that we need.
I see.
So,
all right, that's a standard deceit check.
All right. 17, I lie my ass off.
All right, she failed her check.
Cool. So,
I see.
I spent all night reading the book again.
So it's just about cost. All right. We do have a lot of cheap morphs for sale, so I suppose I could.
But we can retrofit them into glorious morphs.
But sooner or later, you'll find out this isn't all. You'll stifle sooner or later. Whenever you get tired of the cold, you can just sell us the data, and we'll be happy to take it.
So,
and you can go back to your nice little warm, cozy little habitat.
Should that time come,
we will. That will definitely be a consideration. But until then, the venture is sealed.
Yes, she doesn't shake your hand.
She's already got a QDOT camera on her.
Yeah. Did you put it on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on her face.
Yeah, you distracted her enough.
Thanks, QDOT.
Yeah.
all right, I'll offer it.
Quantum fin doesn't come off.
She doesn't touch her. Sorry. We don't have those cultures. We've been having kind of an outbreak recently of various illnesses.
Right. Oh, I don't worry about that.
Anyways,
namaste.
Yes, we're Chinese, not Indian. Anyway, so they leave. Damn Extropians! They didn't have good tech. I don't know why I do it.
Get me out of this body. Get me out of this body.
All right, so
Range is right. All right, so we have access to a low-level thugs account.
Yes,
we can see who else we go, and we can try and make infosecs from there. So we also know the identifying of the encrypted line, so we know at least what his IP address is,
and we can set up a meeting.
Or what IP address it went through. So
you traced it to basically a network switch or a router. So
but if we hack that, we could confirm
figure out
the date, the time, exactly where he's at.
We have a setup with you in a couple hours,
and then we have a camera on Sister Yin's face.
Yeah.
Which is a good place for a spy camera.
Yeah. Is the camera just recording? It's not transmitting, is it?
I'm not accessing it right now. No.
Okay.
I would have remote access to it, but that would
you can. That's what I'm saying. You can. It's right now just receiving signals. You can ping it to have it start sending you data, but then that will raise its profile by a lot.
Yeah.
So, or then you can pay, if you have a meter again physically, you can get it from her and pick up everything you want from her. But yeah, wireless, they will be sniffing network wireless traffic.
Yeah.
And if they see a new signal pop up and start sending a lot of data, they're going to...
Yeah, that probably would be best when we're in contact so we can spoof it over our own.
They are regularly surveilled by the police, so they have pretty good tradecraft in terms of bugs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you using async powers is something they're clearly not familiar with, and you distracted them pretty well. And so, all right, they leave. They go back to the Body Works. What is your next step?
Shall I spike them now?
I need to remerge.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
I don't know. I need to look at the rules.
I would say you have the equipment here to do it.
Okay, so you have an Uber and everything.
I'd say that's probably the 50K stuff. Tom can cobble. Basically, you don't have one, but Tom can, with the equipment he has, he can cobble that together, so you can make a standard.
I've been out for 12 hours to a day, I assume.
Yeah.
Memory's intact. 2 SV. Okay. So then, what do I do for immersion tests? Immersion goes well. A psychosurgery test is called for. Ooh.
Oh, for integration?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Anybody have had psychosurgery?
No, I don't think so.
No bodily.
I have it at the base.
No, that's probably not the best idea. I would say that would be a firewall if we would ask.
Okay.
Can anybody beat a 15? Come on, let's try our luck.
Or you can just go to commercial body bank.
Was that a networking firewall?
Well, commercial body bank is free.
I can pull networking firewall to see
firewall.
get help with.
You can make the request. The person who makes the networking firewall will determine what priority they give it.
So, actually, what else? Who else? What is everybody else's firewall networking?
65.
You're not using mine.
Take it. So I have lower. I have a lower firewall rating. Do you have any? How much firewall rep do you have?
That's is that IREP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
81. Started at 75 though.
Dear God.
I made this character to be a firewall agent.
All right. I mean, you
that's
can.
fine.
Make the check.
Full-time agent.
Proxy.
Odd 5.
Okay. The Tesla sends you a message back. We have someone who's available now. If you have the equipment, who's decent. We have a far more skilled person who is currently busy, but would be available in 20 hours, 18 to 20 hours.
Well, it's a minus twin in that regard.
Minus 10.
To their
So
check.
do we want
So do I wait longer or go for a base check?
Yeah, that depends. So he's saying there's one really skilled person you'd have to wait for, and one person who's certainly competent.
I'll go with a competent person at +0.
Okay. If you have the equipment there,
choice.
the agent will be there en route. Just stay at your current location.
Understood.
So you wait.
Position is maintaining position good for me. You guys, yes.
So actually, 20 minutes later, you get a message saying that there's someone there, and you see it is a woman. She currently identifies herself as Agent Callisto, and she.
What do you do when the exterminator is late?
Burn the apartment down. God, I hate it. It's an old code, but it checks out.
Nice.
All right, so she comes in. She looks around. She looks at Pleasure Morph, looks at the uplift, and like
match these two together.
Yeah. All right. Nothing ever gets old. It never gets old. All right.
Most of this is on a need-to-know basis, and really, you don't want to.
She makes it.
Woo! So
41 out of 50.
So I have only one trauma, and my memories are intact.
Yeah.
And one question: did we want to spike that one or not? Did we want to check the infosec check?
To hack that.
Well, who has the highest infosec?
I've got it at 50.
I have it at 52.
You could ask Agent Callisto.
Have it as 50.
Tom probably has the highest infosec.
His infosec is 80. Yes.
Tom will be doing the hacking.
Tom is
Just as soon as he
just
gets back
a
from
skill
his
monkey. He has got all the nerdy skills.
You have to take this for Tom.
He is a huge, huge nerd.
So we'll have to wait for Tom to
All
get
right.
back.
So, Callisto also says, I surreptitiously looked at some geo-tagged government traffic about this location. Apparently, a bunch of Tongs were seen leaving this building, and who have active, surveillance files on them. They're currently serving warrants on the. She's checking her entoptics and says they're currently serving warrants on the administration of this building to find out who they met with. And I'm guessing it's this room.
So we should go.
We should go. Well, I'm assuming you're using your cover identities for this. So yeah, yes. I'm just going to say that those cover identities are going to be marked, flagged for surveillance. Probably want to leave now and probably don't want to go back in any nicer sections of town. Unless you want to get flagged and then have detectives pull you over and ask you why you were meeting with those Tongs.
It's okay, I have a plan.
This will be a burn area anyway, so.
I have a plan if we get caught by the police.
Well, good.
They think everywhere.
The less I know, the better. So if there's anything else...
That'll pretty much be it. So.
All right.
Do you have any lies?
And I have somebody who has a really good virtual ice program. It's very soothing for Eclipse.
Ooh, wow, yeah, send me a link.
I'll send it to you through the eye.
I have Simulspace designed to only make you a lice program.
It's not as good as the real thing.
It's designed by an Uplift, apparently. All right, so she leaves. I assume you leave immediately after she does.
Yes, taking everything with us.
So yeah, she says I cloaked my presence, but yeah, you guys should go.
Is it possible? Once Tom gets back, to have him scrub? Start scrubbing.
I can't do two things at once. I don't think he has multitasking. So,
We're going to wait for Tom to get back.
He does not have multitasking or mental speed, so he could not hack both things at once.
It's okay, remember we have two cover identities.
Yeah.
Well, your other cover identity is you're trying to target Tongs, and they would.
We're ego hunters.
Yeah, ego hunters, specifically targeting Sister Yen. Certainly you don't want that cover, or you don't want that cover revealed. So.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not saying we should go out in the streets and
start
screaming our names, but yeah.
Firewall.
You manage to leave in time and avoid, but you do get messages on your tourist message mesh email account, which you are all assigned as part of your passport of going here, and saying, please report to your nearest police station. The police have questions for you regarding your visa. We believe you have won. You actually each get a different message. We have questions about your visa. There seems to be some screw up. Could you please?
You won a boat.
David gets that one. You've won a prize from the tourism board. Please
I've got an all expenses paid trip.
Back at the penitentiary.
Yeah. Caleb, you get documentary. You've been invited to the newest nightclub for a special uplift only night.
Nice.
Yeah, as part of their cultural emissary movement or department, trying to build links
police
between.
Work there.
Yeah. So, if you didn't realize you were being targeted by surveillance and you're just some schmuck extropian, you might fall for something like that, especially the one for free money. Tom gets one. Oh, you've been invited to speak at an academic symposium about biosciences and morph design, or something like that. So you head there. So assuming Tom's off hacking.
We'll say he's taking his time to get more skill points. I need to go into downtime because I'm getting a little crazy from my merging and my really persuasive powers. Persuasion, natural to simian kind.
Yeah. All right. So you go into downtime. What about you guys?
So how long do we have till we meet them?
Well, you can set the timetable. They're
I
actually
would
under
do
time.
it for the night then.
Yeah.
So we don't have. That's upfront. Do we actually have our Firewall safe house? That we're
You
going to?
do not.
Okay.
You have to get that yourself.
Well, I need to actually see about getting a warehouse to be able to deliver those morphs into. So,
they said you could. Well, apparently, since you're making a big stink about which morphs you want, you were invited to their body bank.
True, but which we do have that one, but I kind of want a neutral.
Which
area.
you are given an address. It is in the tunnel network, and it says you need to no life support. Bring your own vac suits. If you want to bring morphs with you, bring a cargo mover.
Okay, then I will see about possibly renting one of those out. And
all right. Do you have any money? Your firewall budget's been blown.
So I personally have about 22. That's like 2,250 credits. So
yeah, you can rent something. Well, I mean, what skill are you using to? You can rent something like that. However, it's in a nice part of town. With your cover identity, you'd have to go into a nice part of town in order to rent it or bring it to you. You have to pick it up in person.
Okay. So they're just going to put more heat on us if the cops see, like, oh, you're meeting with known criminals. Oh, you're suddenly getting a transport
we need a
vehicle.
little low for that.
You can use a criminal networking to get a intermediary to rent it for you, but that will cost more.
How much?
I want to see where the whole.
How much C-rep would that cost?
That will cost you 2,000 credits.
2,000. Yeah. So we're going to need that anyway. So I'll go ahead and make a criminal networking criminal roll to see if I can get that at least.
That includes the paying the criminal part.
That's fine. 14. Made it.
All right, you make it. It costs you 2,000.
Okay.
It's basically a slow-moving hover truck with a lot of cargo space. You could fit in 12 morphs in their standard coffin boxes, coffin storage containers. It's coffin size because they're each carrying one body. So, you get that. You get it. It's out in the wilderness, so and its transmitter isn't big enough to transmit much on its own. But it did hack a chemtrail reservoir, a place where they go to fill up, basically, somewhere south of New Quebec. He is heading south of New Quebec.
So he's still on the move.
He's still on the move. He is not.
And then I guess in my other time off downtime, I'm going to just make a mirror copy of everything on that bodyguard's system.
Okay. That. So you're logging in to his account and everything.
Yeah, because I have all the credentials. So
all right, give me an infosec check just to handle all that, like to make sure you don't you're logging in from 2 addresses at once and that kind of stuff.
Not social engineering. It's a social engineering hack. Change your password and do a thing.
It succeeded. It was now making sure when you log in, you don't get detected because he's also logged in at the same time.
Shit. Could I possibly give him a bonus by helping him on that?
No.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
I'll spin Moxie.
No.
Okay. No, you just gave him, what did plus 10 been?
Plus 10 bonus, yeah. I'll help you with the plus.
It's not 81.
Okay.
I'll spin Moxie.
All right, you spin Moxie, you succeed. So you're logged in, you won't show up, you won't be detected as long as you don't do anything else. You notice his G-rep, his criminal rep, has gone way the fuck down.
Well.
He is now being the worst duties, which is including collections of the serial reprobates of people who never pay their bills and are just
protection racket stuff.
Well, no, it's like we gave you a loan for 500 credits. Why haven't you repaid it yet? And it's basically the shit work where you threaten lowlives and drunks and drug addicts.
Okay.
And so he's regretting that, but he's still part of Sister Ian's network. So you can see the messages he's been doing a lot of messenger boy stuff. He's basically a low-level soldier. He does have some highlights of his career saved that he seems to frequently rewatch, including that one fight in a XP that he had of a gunfight that was really awesome, and he shot 3 whole guys in the face. And he watches that a lot. He's got that favorited, and it's like slow-mowing when their heads explode. It's, he's kind of...
Glory days.
Yeah. Glory days.
So not much for research or anything? It's about my views to pull out anything related to Loren.
You can give me a research check.
At least see if he's
I'll have my
seen
muse
anything.
do that while I'm in town.
Okay.
Or if there's a personal.
34 out of 40.
Your muse does get up one request. He has to take stuff to the edge. One mission he's really perplexed by. That he didn't understand what the angle, what the profit in it was. He had to transport a bunch of material from a factory, from a fabbing center, to the edge of New Quebec so that a holder could pick it up. And the material, though, he knows what it's in it. It's basically building material used to conceal thermal and detection stuff you would use to conceal a structure's heat signature and other signals.
God. There's a
radiation.
hidden base
So
out
there's
there
like
somewhere
sound
in that
dampening
tundra.
material, thermal dampening material, radiation proof material in it. It's basically like you wanted to build a covert bunker or something, you would use this stuff to build it.
Okay.
And he didn't understand why they're having a holder ship it out into, he didn't know where, obviously. But apparently everybody had to do this. There was there's 65 repetitions of the same job. It was just his turn to do it that week. So they're building something big and something that they didn't want anybody to find.
My God. There's a hidden base out there.
If you had hardware industrial, you can make a check based on that. Anybody could.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that, Ross.
Right.
Sorry.
You can make a networking firewall check to have someone else.
Where did you go?
Yeah.
You really want to know?
I made it 10.
Shot.
All right. You
been
realize, obviously, even though...
I leave for 5 minutes.
All right. Well, Aaron, with the 10, you realize, obviously, it would have to be an underground. Even with all this thermal stuff, you built an artificial structure above ground, it would be detected sooner or later. So they were digging under the rock and then using this as like the roof to make sure that satellites
Make
or
sure
other
the
servers...
permafrost and everything was covering it. So.
making sure that satellites couldn't pick up the thermal signature. Yeah. So they were building something big underground. Or that was the plan. So...
Okay, and so that's what my muse found. So he's pretty much tapped as an intelligence asset.
he's getting a constant stream of materials.
All right, so when I wake up from downtime...
You could also burn it by faking a message from it.
Oh, I'm doing that.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got limited criminal rep, right?
Now he does. He got humiliated.
How much does he have left?
10.
Who's his best friend?
The other bodyguard. Who was at the meeting.
So I'm going to examine his networks for who has access.
They're brothers.
Who does their clandestine fabbing for the Tong?
The Glorious Lou handles that. He's sort of all-purpose techie.
So I guess it would be done on site then.
They have their own. They have. It depends on what it is. They have a fully functional fabber that can make all kinds of illegal shit.
All right, I'm going to use.
But they also use legal fabbers as much as possible for stuff that has dual purpose.
I'm going to use basic imaging software to rewrite my face as his.
Okay.
And then I will impersonate him, and I'm going to contact Glorious You.
Okay. Well, first off, Tom, give me an infosec check.
So what were you using to rewrite then?
50? Yep.
That should be basic avatar software.
No, this is for the...
No,
yeah.
Okay.
Aaron.
All right, you figure out the exact location of where Glorious Lou was watching the meeting. It's a room inside a structure inside a building in the middle of the Bodyworks district. You look it up on a map and you find out it's right across the street from the Peach Blossom restaurant, which is a very popular gangster hideout, and there is a body bank nearby, but there's nothing seemingly, you don't know much else about it other than that, unless you want to ask a question.
So the guy who was in the room works at a bank?
No. So he was across the street from the Peach Blossom restaurant. Anyways, all right. So what was the next thing? So you figure out exactly where he was from.
Okay. You should also infosec to see if you can mask the signal on the camera. Would that be an infosec roll?
Which camera?
The camera I planted
the
on
Q-dot.
Sister Yin.
Oh, to have it so you can train.
Would that
To
be
mask it, yeah.
Would that be computer science or infosec?
Well, the thing is, you don't know where she is exactly right now. As soon as you activate that camera, you would have a very limited time frame to mask it into something because you don't know what you could piggyback onto.
Okay.
So if she's in a place that has a lot of comms things going on, a lot of devices, you would be easy. But if she's in a restaurant where there's not much traffic, or if she's in the middle of the street, or in the tunnel,
could I find out where she was and then have?
You couldn't use the device. Well, you can't use the device.
Well,
to do it,
can I use her bodyguard though to message her or find out where she?
Bodyguard's
is?
not near her, but yeah, you could use a bodyguard to message her.
Or is she going to be at present at the meeting with Glorious You?
You don't know.
Because I could say if we can figure out a way to get her there, then we can access it manually, spoof it over the local mesh to make it look more like normal traffic, and then that's like get all the information.
Body Bank would certainly have a lot of comm devices going about, so it'd be easy to mask it.
Yeah, so if we can figure out a way to get her there at the meeting as well, it'll help us with our subterfuge.
So you have a couple options. You could actually send someone undercover to find her visually, or you could ask Firewall to do it for you.
Options galore.
Yep, yeah, plenty of options.
Well, I don't see why you shouldn't message her and then find out where she's at and then work from there.
Well, as soon as you send a fake message out, your clock's going to start running, and sooner or later it's going to get burned.
All right.
As long as you're passively listening, watching, you're not going to act threaten it.
All right, I'll wait then. So we infosec that. The Glorious You.
All right, so you're going to wait, 8 hours, 12 hours?
Yeah, I waited 12 hours.
12 hours, all right. So 12 hours go by. You get whatever you get from downtime. The rest of you, you're not really. No one's really hurt other than Caleb's character. You have medicine. Well, the pleasure morph's fully healed up too, because of the medicines.
Well, I took the stress of the pleasure bot and the stress of merging. So,
Are there any casinos nearby?
There are. Give me networking criminal. There are no legal
low
ones.
profile. We're trying to keep a low profile.
No, I can't find any.
Okay.
Good, because we're all tagged by the police. Don't go outside. Yeah.
What? Did I miss something?
Yes. We are all tagged by the police. Do not go outside.
Okay, I was gone for 5 minutes. What the hell happened?
Yeah, it happens.
We met with the Tongs that the police were watching.
And the police are wondering, why are you meeting with the Tongs?
That
they are currently watching.
You've all received messages on your Visa through the mesh email address accounts that you've associated with your visas, tourist visas, and they've all told you to come in. One with the police, one was like, hey, you won a reward. Hey, speaking at an academic symposium at Morphodesigns. You're awesome. Please come to this location. And then another one go to a nightclub. So, they don't know why you're there. So right now,
I can use the bodyguard guy for more insurance, or I can use the bodyguard guy to find Sister Yen. We try and hack her remotely. What should I do?
I would personally, just if we're
once you could, of course, you could just use the QDOT and have it send all the data it's collected so far. That you're pretty sure that would succeed before she'd be able to stop it.
Well, if we go down, is it possible for us to set up a dead drop within the body? That's within the bodywork, so it could just download to that covertly, and then we can pick it up on our way out.
You mean the bug?
Yeah. Basically, we can set up a receiver somewhere where it won't directly go to us.
You know that the Tongs are professional enough, and they've been dealing with the police long enough that they have good counter surveillance practices. As soon as that bug transmits anything, you've set a clock that they're going to detect it sooner or later. And the more you send through it, the faster they'll detect it, the more active it gets.
Okay.
You can hide it by piggybacking it onto another signal, which requires infosec check, but you have to know where Sister Yin is to know what to piggyback onto.
And that's why I feel
Wait a second. Okay, we have the bodyguard's IP address.
Yes. You know where he is.
We spoofed the QDOT camera to look like the bodyguard, and we timed the transmission from the QDOT with me impersonating the bodyguard. So that when she is talking to the bodyguard, we try and mask it with it
over your signal when you're talking to her.
So she thinks she's just talking to her guy.
So.
Okay.
Would that work?
That would work.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea.
That would require 2 opposed infosec checks.
Dom.
Against their...
Am I your guy?
Yeah, you have the highest
You
impression.
hack, I impersonate.
Alright, so during this 12 hours, she does talk to him. So this will be 2 opposed checks.
God.
They have a 50.
Do I have to call her?
Well, he talks to her too on a regular basis.
Okay.
You can just wait for him to call
74 out of 80.
Okay, yeah, I can't just wait.
74 out of 80.
All right, unless she rolls a 44. Does not. All right, the first one succeeds. Give me another one. 30. 34. They will succeed on the second one. Unless you have a moxie to upgrade.
I do.
your
I have one
critical.
last.
Are you going to use it?
I'll use it.
All right. With success, yes, you now have it piggybacking at any time the bodyguard talks to her, you can access the mic. So you can dump.
And download all the previous.
Right now, yeah, you can download it all. This first one is long enough. In the future, if it's short, you won't be able to get it on. But if they talk for more than a minute, you can get everything. So they talk for a minute, and so as he's taking orders, and she is berating him again over his lack of self-control. And he is profusely apologizing.
Boss, you have pheromone control. I'll show you.
Weirdly hot too.
Yeah, well, no, the boss certainly doesn't explain. It doesn't say that.
Yeah.
The guy, in fact, the bodyguard tries to say, "Well, she seemed kind of, you seem kind of in there." And like, wait, what's that? Oh no, no.
My interest in none of your business.
Yeah.
Get to work.
So you start going through the material. There's like 12 hours worth of material to go through. So you don't have a server running, so you can't do time accelerated simul space. And none of you have mental speed or multitasking. Right now, I'm assuming you're all in the bad part of town in a rented coffin hotel. You're all basically in a storage locker with tiny little cots, and you're all just sitting and staring at each other, tack-netting instead of talking.
Well, I'm a synth morph. I'm used to enclosed spaces.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
My God, that sounds like a future David Lynch movie. You're just sitting, 4 people sitting in a storage unit staring at each other for 15 minutes, saying
12 hours.
So take that back. An ape, a
You
robot.
eat some soy paste, which costs 10 extra kroners.
All right, I will try and find a time accelerated server, I guess.
Well, you can. Basically, you can.
I don't want to take another 12 hours to go through the.
Well, no. Here's the thing:
mental speed though. Will that
you do
help?
you with mental speed. You can make. Here's how it works. With normal thing, you can just skim the material and be like, "Oh, she's eating. Fast forward, eating."
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So that would be using security ops or a related skill.
Simul space design.
No.
Okay.
Anything related to security or investigate. Actually, investigation would be the best skill for this. Investigation or security ops would be the two. If you have some other skill, let me know. But something like that.
That would not be me.
With mental speed, you can make 3 checks instead of 1.
Okay.
Do you have investigation? Do you have security ops?
Investigation.
Investigation, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make 3 checks.
Let's see what happens.
All right.
42 out of 45.
All right, that's 1 success.
Tilt. Gonna moxie that to make it a.
Okay.
Flip it.
Okay, that's fine. That's 2 successes.
Let me write that down before I forget.
Yeah, you don't. You guys do have a little bit of moxie.
No, we don't.
Not a gumshoe game.
And third one is 45 out of 45.
All right, 3 very good.
Success, or?
Yeah, 45.
Can I spend like 5 GM reps for some other moxie?
How'd you get that rep in the first place? Anyway, David just mental speeded it, sped through it, and finds it out. So you have all the highlights of her last 12 hours.
Which are?
One, she has a meeting with Emma Zing and talks. You only get her side of it, part of it, because it's on her nose. You're not tied into her mesh network, so you're seeing the entoptics. And she does talk, and she is in Cantonese. So, yeah, Aaron, give me a Mandarin check at a -20.
-20?
Yeah.
Damn. Let's see if I can do this.
Feel inside.
Odd 5, got it.
All right. You get between your space Google translator and Aaron, you're able to translate.
Me am Tong business. Good, yes?
It's a little better
Thank
than
you very nice, Hamsicle.
think first 0-day fan sub of a new anime. It's about 80% there, 60% sometimes. Anyways, it's good enough. In it, Sister Yin's outlines a new plan. Says the pleasure morphs are insanely going to be just a huge hit. They're just designer pheromones are going to be a hit. They can expand the brothel business. They should contact the ID crew or 9 Lives to get more servants in place. See if we can get a bulk deal going. Yeah.
Oh man.
So they're going to need a lot more hookers, space hookers. So that's the first thing.
You have enemy now, don't you? Since you completed that mission.
Yeah.
I really hope we don't run into Roland Mesa.
It's not going to be good.
She gets a message from Sebastian, who says he would like to renegotiate the deal. And she is very angry about this, but says, "What? I can't hear you. I'm in the middle of the wasteland. Please send me more money, or I will be
hard to hear you."
Yeah. So you get that. You also get a message from her police handler, who is very curious about who she met with, and she is like, "What? I can't deal with Extropia. They're just businessmen. They want to set up shop here." Yeah, she lies her ass off, saying the Extropians believe the Tongs are better at security than their own people here because they know the territory better. You're not sure if the handler buys it or not. What else are you looking for? A lot of this is really
Loren Kristol's location.
She does mention.
He is the primary target. We are only going after these people so we can find them.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit about
shipping of reality crystals.
Yeah.
She does mention. She sent the message to the Jonte Corporation. And says we need to step up the timetable, when are you going to send? Actually, it's not 7 minutes. It's getting more payment. So, should I send some of my people to? I know that some of you are here in New Quebec. Should I send some of my people there or start paying your bills? So apparently things are not going well between the Jonte Corporation, which is the front of the people who are working with Loren.
Okay.
So you have. She also pings one of the addresses of that. So you have an address associated with the Jonte Corporation.
Okay.
You do not know what it is, though. That would require a research check.
I can help with that.
I thought we did know what it was. It was the front that...
Well, you know the address.
You don't know the address.
She's basically threatening her people at the Jonte Corporation. Like, we need more money. Give us more money, or we'll come to your house.
Critical success, 11.
All right. Yeah, you actually do know who it is.
Social AGI for the win.
It is a... You don't know who owns it, but it is a high-end condo in downtown New Quebec. It is a nice part of town. It is owned by... It must be owned by one of the rich, one of the elites. And this is in the Titanian Commonwealth. That would not be celebrities or actors. That would be academics, politicians, bureaucrats, and some businessmen. But yeah, it's more evenly distributed. But one of the social elites. So they are doing dirty deals with the Tongs. So it's apartment 13 in the... I'd say by now in the Snowpiercer condominiums. Yeah.
Still need to see
It's really hard to get there.
Yeah.
You have to jump onto a moving train. The condo is just racing around the city.
I haven't even seen it. The movie.
God, that would be awesome. I
know. I think I have it, but I haven't watched it. Anyway, I totally leave it, by the way. So
thanks.
Subtle. So let's
John
just
Hurt
hang a
frowns
lampshade
upon
on it. So you have a new lead, and you also have the details. She's wanting these people to meet up with you, or she's wanting to hear back from you guys very soon.
Who are their competitors?
The Tongs?
Yeah.
Any rival gangs or...
Oh, yeah. Boo, 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 boo. I forgot the
I've
name.
heard of them. That's that militant robot group, right?
Yes.
the Dafters.
Boo, 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 boo. Crime. St. Catherine Tongs. The Kron Cartel is a major competitor. They're more into wire fraud and that kind of stuff, but they exist as well.
You have networking criminals?
Yes, I do. So, do you make a roller?
Yeah, I need to find them because we need to get Sebastian money, or he's going to blow it before he gets there, and we're not going to know how to find the place.
Yeah. We could see if we can get a Firewall slush funds.
We already burned through our entire Firewall.
Yeah, you did.
Well, so beg for more.
Well, we'll repurpose our sex bot.
There's a high utility combat unit.
No, we'll just
the Crown
sell it.
Cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was just making sure of them. But they're at war, and they control. In fact, they're actually more popular in the nicer side of town because they involve more economic crime. But they're trying to expand into the more lawless areas. The Crown Cartel, does a lot of fraud and exploitation of the microcorp system. So dirty money laundering, protection rackets, that kind of stuff. So they're also Russian and Ukrainian as opposed to being Chinese. And also sport and fixing fights in the chess boxing league. So they're still dirty and they like killing Tongs and vice versa. Tongs like killing them. So with a simple networking check, you can easily get a hold of a member of the cartel.
Okay. So
any of you can.
I said we sell the Frankenhooker, wire the money directly to Sebastian, and keep him shut up until he gets there. Right.
Although, how do we keep the Tongs on the down low that we sold the floor model?
They're at war, and we never told them we'd give them the floor model.
Okay. So.
And we don't have any morphs yet to make a new one. So the floor model is not owned by them. They're not going to know it.
Yeah, but my only concern if they get wind that we did business with their rivals and we.
Oh yeah, they'll kill you.
So.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely don't want to be found out doing it. But at the same time, Sebastian's like, "Hey, this guy saying you went outside and murdered this innocent holder, and then told me to spy for you as you engaged in a coup against the entire talk."
Yeah,
that would be way worse.
Yeah, selling.
So he didn't go that far, but he is definitely trying to hit her up for more money. So
so we give him more money.
Yeah.
As her.
She's actually was kind of confused by that. Like, you remember that thing we talked about? You need to give me more money.
No, I know.
Yeah. All right.
If I give him more money and be like, maintain radio silence.
All right. Did anybody make their check? Networking criminal?
Did you make it?
I do not make it. I'm not going to spend money.
I do.
All right.
Thank God. My network criminal is 20.
All right. You contact Balthazar. He is a member of the cartel. He is, yes, what do you want? I'm just joking. I can actually speak. Well, accentless English. People like the accent, though. It's a good.
No, it's a good salesman motivation. I really do respect that.
Yeah, I know you extropins prefer that.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, I can see you're a smart guy. What do you want?
It's like we're looking to raise a little bit of capital for some of our ventures, and we have a new model of a new model of pleasure morph.
It fell off the truck.
Yeah,
we stole it.
Yeah.
Definitely nothing to do with the previous.
No, yeah, it is.
All right,
that's like it's ever so slightly warm, but
good. A cold one's dead. That's useless except for very specific clients.
Oh my God, he's like Drax. He's only literal.
Yeah,
but we'd only. But we're wondering if you would be interested in
acquiring
this. See.
Lies.
7.
All right, fails his music check.
Lies straight from the
lies.
Lie like the wind.
So he says, "All right, I'll give you 15,000 credits for it."
So, I wonder if there's
payable on delivery.
So persuasion to get a little bit more out of him. But you really do not know the quality of what you're getting.
Give me a check.
Persuasion that 16. No. So
15 grand.
15.
Well, I'll moxie that one. Well,
you're in a hurry. You sound like you're in a hurry.
So moxie that for another roll. So
all right. Yeah. No. Use your moxie.
Got it. 59 out of 60.
All right. I'll 22K. It's the best I can do. It's all the liquid asset, all the cash I have on hand.
So
22. Yes, sold.
So I guess that will suffice for this particular model, only because we're in a hurry.
Okay. Yeah.
So thank you for your business. Wire it to this account.
We'll drop it off.
On delivery.
Yeah.
He gives you address. It's on the edge of the nice part of town.
Great.
We say no.
Okay.
It will be in a coffin hotel. This coffin. Come pick it up.
That's in Tongs territory. I'm not suicidal.
I will take it somewhere else, but not where he's going.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll
I will put it in a coffin hotel. It will be monitored.
We'll have a link to
once someone's there to pick it up and we get the money, I will tell him which specific room it's in. It's rented for 1 hour. If he waits, that's going to default. They're going to find the egoless body, and it's going to be consummated by the police.
All right, you need to give me another persuasion or a deceit check to sound.
Well, I don't want to go out there carrying a body and get shot.
You put it in a coffin, no one's going to carry
critical success on deception. You will be completely safe in this situation. We guarantee we guarantee this.
Trust me, no one. Well, he's like, well, look, those cargo containers, no one's going to question, and like, it's a nice part of town. The Tongs aren't going to shoot, but like, all right, fine, whatever. I need bodies anyway, so give me. They got all those Morse locked down. So yeah, I'd be happy to take it.
My necrophilia is not going to treat itself.
So the critical success, it goes off. There's no complications. You find
also it's a lemon,
yeah.
And I really don't want him to discover that while I'm there. I would much rather have all the credits and be far away.
Yeah.
But so it suddenly doesn't go all wind person like.
Why are these sutures all over it?
Like, that's not important right now.
We'd like to call you about
it. Arteries attached to veins over it.
It popped and exploded.
So he examines it. He does not get a critical success, so he does not detect the flaws in it. Because Tom did very well in building the morph to avoid
that kind of
exactly.
scrutiny.
He will figure it out sooner or later, and he will put a bounty on your heads.
Well, that's going all around.
Yeah. No.
The line.
You have 22,000 credits now.
So. The line forms here. Well,
all right. You transfer it to Sebastian.
I sent him a message. This is for your silence. The plan is underway.
Okay.
Actually, no, I don't. I route it through Bodyguard's bank account for literally half a second.
Okay.
I send it through Bodyguard's bank account with a message from Sister Yen saying, this is for your silence.
Right, that will require an info section.
The plan is underway.
All right, Tom.
I will do that.
So are we doing quantum laundering now?
I fail.
Oh, spend the moxie.
I have no moxie to spend.
All on the same
100, got it.
Yeah.
I came right behind you.
Did you spend a moxie?
You would have to spend a moxie.
I'll spend a moxie.
All right, you spend a moxie.
I'm down to 0 moxie.
All right, Aaron's like, no, don't hit that button. Or you're like, don't do that.
Like, this would have been better if he hadn't been diving so slow.
Yeah, if you did the whole CSI, NCIS dual hacking thing.
Zoom and enhance.
Yeah, zoom and enhance. No, the NCIS were the Gotham.
So I gave him 22,000 credits to shut the fuck up until he got there.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
That will probably be enough.
That's an enormous amount of effort.
Probably, Ross. Probably.
I murdered a man. I already gave him he's got 30,000 credits now to shut up and go on a walk. He was going on.
We only gave him 40.
At this point, we've already sacrificed one holder.
26,000 you gave him.
Oh, yeah. Poor thing.
We've already sacrificed one holder. I don't mind sacrificing another.
He's halfway to an hour at gate time. Okay?
All right. He will be fine. He will stop contacting Sister Yen.
Good.
And not pick up for anyone.
No, not pick up for anyone. Right. He'll drop it off at the spa, as you agreed. And you'll have your bug. So that'll happen. I guess the next thing is the meeting to go to their body bank. This time you're going to the bad part of town. You don't have to worry about the police so much. So you can armor up and carry heavy weapons. Although you will have, if you carry anything heavier than a pistol, they will probably why are you bringing a plasma rifle in here? This is a peaceful meeting. So that's up to you how you want to carry that.
Well, I'm going to talk to Engineer Yu.
At the body bank?
As the bodyguard.
Okay.
Before we get there.
Okay. Okay. So now you're sending this boot message.
Loading up my space cure.
What are you sending to him?
I'm impersonating the bodyguard, of course, using his avatar. I'm saying Sister Yen has me doing all this terrible collections work.
Yeah.
Some from very hardened targets.
Yeah.
And I need weapons.
Okay.
So more than we usually carry around. So.
All right, give me a persuasion check. See if Glorious you takes pity on poor.
Isn't that a lie?
I'd allow either one. He actually does need weapons.
Yeah, 65.
All right. He directs you to a weapons cache, or gives you the weapons cache. So, I will say there will be, aside from a suit of combat armor, there will be 4 weapons of your choice, as long as they're not weird, exotic stuff, but anything a gangster might have. So, assault rifle would be pretty ideal.
Plasma rifle with a flamethrower taped to it.
Yeah. Those are some really prepared gangsters.
Well, when you have a fab or nothing much else to build other than weapons, you might as well.
Hey, like, you seen this really old movie about aliens?
Yeah, it's classical art. I mean, God, it's those old movies. Oh, they talk so funny back then. Yeah, P. Wasn't that made by Shakespeare?
I know. They actually use their mouths to communicate. That's weird.
So, you have access to a weapons cache with 4 weapons of your choice, plus a suit of body armor, heavy combat armor. Were you looking for anything else in there?
No. They'll stock us up for the trip out to the spa.
Yeah.
We need transport.
You got a cargo.
We have the cargo container.
We have the cargo mover.
It's heavily armored, and it's solid, but it's not super fast. So it could go pretty far out in the wilderness.
The meeting could be really risky, though.
So what are your goals for this meeting? To get glorious used stack or something?
Well, I know of a way we could do that, but that would be totally like balls to the wall, uber lie, like tripling down on lies.
Sure. And you are running low on Moxie.
But I have 1 Moxie left, and I have been kind of building it, but we would be tripling down on lies.
Mm-hmm. Well, the guard is down right now. At least once that spook message is detected, they will raise their security.
Although, are you thinking about trying to pull an async thing in Rita's?
No, I can impersonate Bohemia Shuebe. It's our secondary cover. So what I do is I frame Sister Yen as trying to arrange a coup. Her bodyguards are trying to arrange different money. I've got money from her competition traced through this extropian guy who's been clocked by the police is meeting with her. That went through the bodyguard. She's trying to arrange all this meeting with Zing at this body bank. This guy has been doing all this. I've got this recorded conversation with some holder out in the waste where she talks about, we can edit that down, obviously, where she talks about this big coup she's got planned for. So basically, I could go to her as Bohemia Shuebe, say hey, I really want this chick in your organization, but I don't really want to shoot a whole bunch of people. You kill all your people and you save your organization. You give me her stack.
So instead of
and then we use basically everything we've been doing to get at the spa to frame her while we go to the spa and interrogate her stack on the way.
So instead of a double Hamlet, it's going to be a quadruple Macbeth.
Something like that.
But it would be stupid dangerous if she doesn't buy it.
Because if you run out of Moxie and you fail one lie check, they basically we'll just shoot.
But my impersonation and my lie are both at... I can really only fail impersonation and deception if she beats me in competitive roles. Because with my personal interaction center, my emotional dampeners, and the fact that I've got async stuff on the person I'm impersonating, I can really only fail on a 99.
Yeah.
But she could beat my roll.
Yeah, she could get a critical.
Yeah.
You could roll a 2 when she rolls a 20 or something.
Yeah.
So there is that. So that would be going to Emma to do that. So you have multiple options. So it depends on how risky you want to get. Certainly.
Personally, I'm all for it because crazy, risky, and named after
once you're in the body bank, you could surreptitiously investigate it and try and figure out some of the data because they obviously been doing some of the work for the Jonte Corporation there.
Oh, I don't plan on going to the body bank.
Okay.
It'd be hey, drop a stack off in the mailbox. Meanwhile, everybody else is going to the cash. I don't want to be there at all when that happens.
Yeah. All right. So, what is your next move?
So it'd be the rest of us in there.
Or we could just peace out and try and catch up and see what we see at the spa with the intelligence we have now. Because we did.
It's only a matter of time before. Yeah, if you could just disappear, you could create, basically delete your old accounts and hiding the tunnels.
So that would still create a lot of heat, though. And
if they don't know where you are, that's fine. It's just getting. Or you could just get on the cargo mover and go out into the waste.
Yeah, we could just get on the cargo mover, go on the waste, and follow Sebastian until he gets to where he's going.
Or you could try and sneak into that location of the Jonte Corporation.
True.
You can. It is possible to avoid the police.
Yeah,
you can. That would be a stealth thing, and there are multiple ways of doing it. You can outsource it to a certain degree with Firewall or criminal networking. You have multiple leads.
Okay.
So it depends on how. I don't know.
But it does sound like possibly you would be our best, maybe our best option to at least get more information on Loren.
I mean, it would be fun until it went terribly wrong.
I would say. I'm
basically say it's stupid risky.
Out of curiosity, I will say that the address you have,
or the condo,
the address and the spa, the condo and the spa are both valid ways to get to the next stage. Or next step of the investigation. But if you do this really risky thing and it pays off, you will get a shitload more information and advantages. But obviously, otherwise, you were going to have to...
In character, Aspen thinks this is a really stupid fucking idea.
Yeah.
And that we should just do it. Out of character, of course I want to do it because it's more convoluted. But I'm going to let you guys decide. Tom, do you have an opinion one way or another?
Super risky.
Okay, that's Tom's vote.
Yeah.
We could do whatever. I don't know. I'm interested in what's at that condo too.
Yeah. The condo would be
also stupid risky to get there.
Not as risky.
Not as risky as mine, but yeah.
So sort of a middle ground between safest versus most possible danger you could be.
So we could...
Safest is to just get in the trawler until we get there and get eaten by an excursion. But that's waiting at the end of the yellow brick road anyway we cut it.
Yeah.
Middle ground is condo, and then high risk would be...
meeting.
So quintuple.
Actually, everyone can do
quintuple Macbeth. So.
A quick research check or networking firewall check.
Research.
Firewall myself.
Yes, 37 out of 40.
63 out of 65
your muse
on the
and you all of your muses have been looking up background information, anything that be connected, and those of you who make firewall and check get messages from Tesla saying this item might be of interest. That there are several news reports talking of a killer roaming the tunnels underneath New Quebec, and there's an XP of him talking about this man being who. Anybody have Titans or Exurgent virus?
Interest Titans.
All right, Interest Titans.
Come on, where is that? Okay. 26, made it.
All right, he does look like someone who's been infected with some biological version of the Exurgent virus. He's a biomorph. He's not wearing a suit, and he's in airless tunnels, and he's clearly surviving. So, but he's talking to this person. He doesn't look like he's deliberately killing people. He's just like violent. He's lost his mind. He's ranting about being experimented on. He's talking about them cutting him open, putting things in him. He's talking
Why
about.
Are we just hearing about this now?
It just came up. It's like I said, your muses. So this came up in the last few hours, and you're in an approximate location. So it looks like there's someone who's ranting about, and he mentions Jonte several times over.
Great.
So, which people, of course, Jonte is a well-known word in the Titanian Commonwealth, as I mentioned before. So it doesn't raise any alarms, but so it looks like one of their research subjects escaped and is wandering the tunnels. So you do, and I'd say it's 6 hours old, so you could, before it filtered up to you, because it was censored by the media, because I don't want to raise an alert. But Firewall got a hold of it. Your muses found it through conspiracy theory message boards and that kind of stuff. So you could go to that location. So you have another option, of which is tracking down an Exurgent infected killer. He does kill 2 people in the tunnels, 2 hobos who are basically homeless people who are squatting there, and he just rips them apart. One of them who did attack him first with a stunner, and then he went berserk and attacked him. So someone who's not
deliberately killing. Defense.
Well, it's just someone who's psychotic and not in control of their own faculties. He's unpredictable berserk.
There's a player character in the tunnels.
Though none of us have psychosurgery, though, and...
Well, we basically, it's just where do we want to put the insane level of danger?
Yeah.
Do we want to go now and put it into the not knowing what we're walking into, or do we want to put it up here and know more about what we're walking into?
Yeah. So, honestly...
I am not going to make the decision.
Yeah.
I'm asking the group.
So, honestly, I don't want to face this async killer.
So I do have to ask one tiny question.
Well, he's not like a...
Which one will net us the most money?
Well, yeah, he's lost his mind. He's unpredictable. He's irrational, but he's not like a...
mindless surgeon.
Well, he is close to mindless. He's psychotic and wandering around randomly. He's not a rational, callous killer who's stalking people and killing them with intent. So he wouldn't be as dangerous as, like a Titan war machine. So, but yeah, he clearly not sick. I mean, you would have to interview him, or and you don't have psychosurgery, so you couldn't interrogate a stack.
Well, none of them are particularly lucrative, but there is a corporate person that wants money from. So I guess that'd be the best chance to make money, if that's your question, is if it's a chance. But
do I know?
I have to ask.
He wanted to know which option would get the most money, and I'm like, none of them really. But I guess the corporation would be the most. Yeah, likely.
The condominium would have access. Would be the one that would most likely, unless you're going to raid the body bank and try and kill it. You don't want to take down a hardened, defended stronghold
in the middle of a militia defended city, already looking at us for
Come on,
not particularly. No,
well, no, this is a good plan.
Not when we're going to go out to Willy Wonka's home of crazy nightmares. Out in the middle of the Titanian wastes.
This is a good plan. We can get the opposition on our side now that we've sold them a very deficient lemon-based morph. Because they're going to trust us completely at this point.
Who, the cartel?
Yeah, the cartel. Yeah, they're going to trust us completely at this point to go against the Tongs, saying, "Hey, the Tongs actually sold you this. Go get them."
Yeah.
No. Fighting the Tongs directly is not an option. It's a distraction. Like, it's not even our mission. It's just
they insulted us.
How?
I don't know. I don't know.
By doing casual business with us and coming to an amiable arrangement? How dare they?
Well, I don't know. Why are we messing with this?
So
that's what I'm saying. We can try and get more information.
You have the bare minimum to proceed, but do you want to get more before you go?
Yes, because that's the range of options.
Yeah. So I like the risk idea.
You can't make skill checks to get more ideas about these options. If you want.
No, just run blindly into it.
Okay. Professional assassin, you can make a check. Which option are you asking about?
The safer one?
Which one
more
is that?
Information one?
There's 4 options. One is go to the spa now. Just follow Sebastian's signal. 2, go to that address for the Jonte Corporation, the condo. 3, track the killer down in the exurgent-infected research test subject in the tunnels beneath the city. 4, Caleb's quadruple Macbeth. 4 is clearly the most dangerous. 1 is the least dangerous because there's no... because you basically go there. That's it. Like 2 and 3 are variable. They're not
ways to assist the quadruple Macbeth to make it less...
There's nothing. Well, Caleb's plan is already in motion. He just has to make these lie checks, and he does it one step at a time. There's nothing you can do that wouldn't.
And I can assist on this step.
If the quadruple Macbeth fails, I might die.
Yeah.
And I should try and run away. But you guys probably shouldn't even be there.
Yeah.
You should be grabbing the weapons and getting ready to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Or if you want to...
It's basically like coming up to the drive-thru being like, hey, your employee's trying to kill me. Could you, cut off their head real quick and give it to me?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm on my way out of town. It's been great working with you.
Chutzpah.
Well,
yeah.
Thy name is Caleb.
Well, if you want to split the difference on it, we can at least have somebody back you up, and then 2 of us can go to the condo to see what information we can pull from there before we all bug out towards the spa.
Well, again, the Tongs have a monopoly on force in the Bodyworks district, or in the district Emma is in. Or actually, yeah, that is the district she's in. So, unless that person's helping Caleb escape, that's not going to really matter. You're not.
No, I go in and I die.
Or you walk.
Or I go in and I walk out with a, hey, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, and I have deception at 62, so 60 as well. So do you want me to go in there and help?
You could.
My deception is literally at 100. Between emotional dampsters and my async powers, I can only fail on the 99. It's just a matter of beating the rolls.
But it also might give a little bit of credibility to them is if they see the spokesperson come up along with...
We don't have to do this. We could do the other thing.
It's not going to make any difference in the lie checks, Aaron. It's just going to be, you could, if you have any...
Do you want to die with me or not?
Do you have any... Well, no. Do you have any Moxie left?
No.
Okay, well, you can't load a Moxie if you're not there, so...
I will go with Caleb because I have Moxie left.
No, like, if 4 is the option, I will go by myself.
It would mitigate the most risk.
Yeah.
Caleb's the only one who would be risky.
We could do other things and all do it together.
But yeah,
well, what do you want to do?
Fight scene, I would just have 12 guys attack you each round.
Yeah.
And then
I will
at best
try and run away and not succeed.
But it's going literally in their stronghold. You would lose any fight, you would not last a round.
Okay.
None of you are combat optimized. If you were in Reaper morphs or in Exalts with full armor, if you're going in like...
Somebody said no to that.
Well, if in full combat armor, plasma weapons, drones, and like you're doing this like a band guys, yeah, I would roll combat, but like none of you are in optimized combat more, so none of you have optimized combat gear or a plan or tactical intel on them. So it wouldn't be much of a chance.
Well, we do have a can-do spirit.
They have a bunch of guys, gunslingers with super high initiative bonuses and super high gun skills.
Oh my god, someone promises.
Yeah.
Pick something.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Pick something.
Tom, what is your option? What do you vote for?
Well, looking at that, I don't think we should do the most dangerous.
All right, so not on
I
four.
do.
Say a number.
1, 2, 3.
Middle ground.
Which 2 or 3?
A number. There's 4 numbers.
Let me see this. Sheet.
The conscious number 2.
Oh my god.
Number 2.
Number 2,
All
the
right.
condo.
Good.
What? And David, yeah. Well, Caleb would be the one to have to do 4. But
I'm pushing for Caleb to do 4, but while Caleb is doing 4, we'll do 2.
you can do that.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna split the difference. All right.
So who's going to get the weapons cache?
You can do that before you do either one.
Okay.
It's out of the way.
So all 3 of you are going to go do 2?
Yeah.
All right.
And you don't want to.
I wouldn't be much help with yours.
Backup is useless.
Okay.
Well, if I fuck this up, you guys are in serious danger of being taken
You can
down.
back yourself up before you go, and
Yeah.
they could have a morph for you.
Yeah.
So you can't.
But I'm just saying, if you're doing 2 while I'm doing this, you're at danger.
Oh, in fact, while you're doing that, do you want to be installed to have a suicide switch put on you?
Yeah. That'd be super.
All right. So that's done pretty easily. Tesla actually has that available for free, no checks.
Yeah, I thought that'd just be like standard issue.
Yeah.
But we have with the bacon set up a sleeving facility.
You've had it all along.
You'll
We're just
have
telling you
access
now.
to a hazer morph if you die.
Okay.
You'll be restored from backup, and you'll be in a hazer morph, and you'll have to make all those integration checks and everything.
All right, so I guess we're going to do
That's all
4
they have.
and 2.
Yeah. All right, so let's do Caleb's thing first. 'Cause that's the easiest thing to do.
No, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. That's why we use the HQ.
I'm not deciding, but this is the one I would not have voted for. Doing everything.
All right, so they voted for you to go bravely into that night.
No, that was your choice.
No, it was you. That's great.
Anyway, David's.
All right, no, I'm going.
All right, you're right. So,
If this works,
Well, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Let's just
all right.
we'll do
So,
it.
Caleb, you're just walking into Imogen's restaurant. She's holding court right now at the Peach Blossom restaurant. I'll just say.
Okay.
So, there are lots of gangsters in front of you. You're going in. You're uplifting more pricing them. So they're like, "Do you have business with us?" Oh, wait, you have
I'm
a.
walking like a cowboy chimp because
Yeah.
I'm Bohemian Schwebe.
They look at you and say, "Oh, you're doing that deal with Sister Yin. She's not here right now. She's waiting for you at the Body Bang." Does that make sense?
Oh, I know she's there, son. I'm here to talk to your boss. I think she's gonna want to speak to me.
He drools you like, yes, very well. Emma, we'll see you now. The others just look at you with curiosity. So you walk in there. You're the only uplift there. Actually, no, I'll say there's one octomorph there in the corner.
Well, I wonder what group he represents.
I don't know. He does. They're not all hidden concern assassins. I'm right. That's
In the Tong
racist.
office.
and somewhere a panda.
Yeah, no, panda's on the moon. You forgot. There's only one panda, by the way. Anyway, so you walk in there. Emma is in a
Do not anger Panda.
actually kind of an aged Exalt morph. She looks like in her 60s.
Pat him his thing.
Sorry, you were acting differently than before. I thought you were an extropian business person of some sort.
Oh, no. You see, there was a bit of a subterfuge on my part. My name's Schwebe. You may have heard of me.
Yes, I have. All right, give me first impersonation check.
98.
And that succeeds. She gets an 88, though. But that actually fails. That's her kinesics was 75.
That's a crit fail.
Yeah, crit fail. Oh, so you are Bohemian. I hope you aren't here to collect a bounty on my head. And there's a bunch of chuckling as people like, you better not.
No, this plan of mine would be a bit far-fetched for that, I believe.
Actually, give me a will times 3 save. You're
I'm scared shitless?
Yeah.
All right. 55. Yeah, crit success.
All right, yeah, no,
Nerve of steel.
Pulses.
I have no reason to be afraid because I'm Bohemian Schwebe.
Yeah. You believe you're quite convincing. All right, so, and what business do you have with us?
Well, you see, I was not trying to collect a bounty on you so much as your sister there who was waiting for me at the body bank.
I see. Sister Yen?
Yeah, and I understand that telling you this might not be good for my health in this here body, but I've come across some information that you may be interested to see.
There's guys like, no, let him proceed. I believe in giving people what they want. In some cases, enough rope. So please.
Well, you see, I do have a particular cadence, so I tend to impersonate the most unassuming person I can. And I rope myself in with these extrupians with dreams of getting rich on nonsense in order to rope your sister Yen off by the side. That big hullabaloo up in the condo where we all got pegged at, why do you think we weren't too concerned for hiding our identities? It's because when the fur went a-flying and the Titanian militia came down, we'd pop our cards and we'd be okay. But in the midst of our little operation, it occurred to me that there was an easier way to do this without any risk of, bullets flying down on the good people of Titan, further disrupting your business because it appears you have a mole in your organization.
Oh. All right, give me a deceit check.
Here we go.
She gets a 1.
17.
All right, you beat her. All right, let's say I believe you. This is a very serious accusation. I assume you have very concrete proof.
Indeed, I do. Yeah. Well, you see, your lady friend there, Sister Yin, has been going to the outskirts a bit for some reason of late. I picked up a bit of traffic on her on my camera. I flash play her we're going to take over zing. You just need to do this. I edited out all the stuff about putting a thing on the spa. You see, that Sebastian fella that she was talking to, he has recently received a large sum of credits through the account of this said bodyguard, who recently, and I play him the stuff of me talking as the bodyguard, is fabricating a large number of weapons for some reason from your engineer you. I could trace those credit accounts back to a cartel, in town. I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
Yeah.
And also, I have information from her on the QDOT. Mm-hmm. You may want to hear her talk to this fella from the police.
Yeah.
This informant fella, he seemed pretty eager. So, I don't know, I'm new here, obviously, but it seems to me your little underling has a bit of an eye for the throne and selling half your ass down the river to the cops and killing the other half while she takes over your entire operation.
All right, this is what it boils down to. One more check.
Okay.
Let's do it.
7.
34.
Quadruple Macbeth.
And you are not doing this for the sake of our but you do. What is it that you want?
Well, see,
I will give you a great gift for this.
Paul had a saying.
Yeah.
Never use your own ammo, which can use someone else's. If you could just take care of this problem yourself, I obviously believe would behoove you and your organization.
Yeah.
I don't think that's in dispute. All I'd ask is for the stack so I can perform my duty and move on my way.
Well, I will first give you one great treasure for doing this service for me, which is you will be allowed to walk out of this without any harm to your person.
Yes, I almost forgot to mention that. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
If obviously you are here for the bounty on this ego, but I would give you her ego and delete her backups, of course, so that it would be there. But I must have time to remove certain embarrassing information or certain confidential information. I must have first access to this ego, and let my men delete anything that is impolite.
Now, Zing, I'm coming bearing gifts.
Yes,
and you're just spoiling the whole pot like this. Now, Missy, why do you think I'd walk in here and risk my life like this if I thought I was never going to see you again? You have no reason to let me live.
Well, then tell me who your employer is, and so I would be...
My employer, as always, and as you will see with my reputation, is myself. I'm a freelancer. And while we could have had a bad business relationship as I kidnapped one of your employees from a high building, at this point all you know about me is that I'm honest, forthright, and a man who's capable of getting the job done. So perhaps if you could just lend me this ego this way, these trade secrets of yours wouldn't necessarily be trade secrets, because I'm sure a woman of your stature might have need of my services in the future, and I believe now you would get the best.
All right, this will be a persuasion check at a minus 30.
Okay.
Shit.
Sorry, this is just you.
Does anyone have any moxie left?
You can't lend it unless you're in the same state.
I will spend the last moxie.
You can do it.
Nope.
She says, I appreciate this. Perhaps I will, but I cannot allow secrets of my organization to go out. I will promise you we will be very minimal in our care. And I will compensate you, perhaps 10,000 credits to assage you. And of course, you can wait here and have the best tea in the outer system. But I'm afraid the integrity of my organization. But I do appreciate it. You do not have to lift a finger to get it.
All right. I'll take what I get.
All right. So you wait an hour. You do. Do you have the tea?
No. No, I do not.
All right, so it's a very awkward 1 hour. She drinks the tea in front of you. The men, there's a dozen or so glowering men and women, heavily armed. Just staring.
Please,
yeah.
give us a reason.
Yeah.
I'm more of a beer man myself.
Yeah. We can perhaps. They have actually apparently find microbrews here.
No, I'm Martian or nothing. It's all horse piss other than that. No offense, obviously.
Well,
I put my feet on the table. Playing up renegade bounty hunters.
All right, you don't have to make any more checks.
Play some cards with your feet.
But
I have my new spam apologies to Bohemia Schwebe across the
you notice Bohemia Schwebe's rep is going up.
By the way, play cards with your feet or something.
Yeah, I'm glad to help out my NPCs.
Yeah. Right. She does ask, why did you feel the need to go in and upload more? That surely must be unsettling.
Oh, well, if I find the more uncomfortable I am in a body, the more comfortable people are around me.
I see. Very fascinating.
When I bring out the Olympian, you best be running.
There is some bit of business we have on Mars that we could actually use a bounty hunter, an ego hunter. I will send you a contract soon.
Oh, yeah, tell me all about it.
Yes. The details
Firewall pairing, incoming intel.
All right, well, you'll get a partially edited ego very soon. So, meanwhile,
dude, he doesn't stand a chance. We're never going to see him again.
Have faith.
All right, so you're at the edge of... Basically, again, there's the good part of New Quebec, and then there's the bad part. The bad part, it's very easy to avoid the surveillance. The people there, the citizens there are dissidents for the most part, and they kind of sabotage it themselves. But in the nice part, the citizens are all good Titanian socialists. So they all like the Panopticon, they like the omnipresent surveillance, and they like the police protecting them. So in order to get by, to get within one block, within sight of the building, you have a couple options. One, your cargo mover is set up with a false ID, so it won't be pinged right away, and surveillance will not get that far while you're in the cargo mover. However, as soon as you step out, so you can go inside that way. Or you can make a simple infiltration check. If you fail, you will be tagged. You can all do it separately, or one person can do it and coordinate with the other. So
I think I should do it.
And I forgot. Well, how much did the chameleon coding? How much chameleon coding will update infiltration? So
I think it's plus 20.
Plus 20, so that'll give me
because
30.
It will help you with that. You're all in privacy mode.
We have to do it all together.
You can go separately or you can go together. If you go together, only one person has to make the check.
Okay, then let David do it.
Because he's just like, okay, here are the sensors, here's the path you need to walk to avoid all the sensors.
Okay.
So that's what that is. So that's to get within sight of it. There are other things you can do. You can do you can do, set up a distraction, pay someone to set up to draw police. Because while they have omnipresent surveillance, they do not have omnipresent camera guys watching them. So if you distract them, you will be tagged, but no one will be sent to pick you up.
So in that case, go ahead.
I'm not the best at infiltrating.
So
I am.
This is just to get to the building. It's just one skill check, or get a distraction, or if you have some other idea, you can ask me.
And stupid question, since again I probably need to read through Runeword a little bit more. Homeless situation on Titan.
Not in the nice neighborhoods.
In the bad neighborhood. So
again, the condo's in the nice neighborhood. So if you,
we're on the edge, right?
Yeah, you're on the edge right now.
Okay.
So you could get a homeless dissident, and you could bribe them to cause a distraction.
So,
hey, homeless guys, I'll pay $1 each to go run around and scream and be crazy. Oh, you're probably looking for the crazy homeless guys. We're more the lost the will to live homeless guys. How about $2?
But we'll do
homeless
blind and maybe use a little bit of rep to basically make them look a little bit better. So
okay, how much are you going to spend?
C-rep is criminal, right?
C-rep. No, criminal rep is G-rep.
G-rep, okay. I have nothing in that, so crap. So anyway,
and just spend credits.
So let's spend some of the remaining credits I have. So
I know.
How much are you going to spend?
I'll spend the remaining $250.
I know.
I have,
all right, $250.
Science credit.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
All right, I'll
give you a plus 10 bonus.
Yay! And good you did, because that's 69 out of 70. So perfect.
All right, you get a small group of them. You send up a message on the space Craigslist for this neighborhood.
Flash mob protest of the police station.
Exactly. They get some space bricks and space lumber, and they start throwing them to
nanomasonry.
Yeah, nanomasonry. So they cause a distraction. So you'll have a plus 10 bonus on your infiltration check,
which will bring in 95. So don't fail.
Yeah, make your check, David.
No 99s.
94 out of 95.
All right. You walk between the raindrops, and by raindrops I mean the nano-sized, the nano clouds, the nano swarm surveillance system.
The large pieces of hail that fall.
Yeah. So no, they're in a bubble. They have a dome. Under the dome. Anyway, so
God damn it, Ross.
You get to the building. Now, to get in the building, you have a couple of options. Obviously, you could wait for someone to open the door and go in. You could try and hack the door panel.
Can David put a little remote thing on the doors? Let me try to. I could hack it remotely.
What service?
Do you have any? There is a gear like that. Do you have anything like that?
We basically just all walked together, didn't we?
Yeah.
That was kind of the point. Why do I need to just remote? You're right there.
You're the
Are
one
there
that's
any service
sneaking
entrances
in.
that are not as well monitored?
Give me perception checks.
Okay.
Yeah, David.
46.
I didn't sneak. You snuck.
He led you. All three of you went together.
Okay.
He guided you around.
Well, then I can hack the door.
Yeah, you have to be physically in front of the door.
Yes, Ross. Thank you.
All right, it's not wireless. So, yeah.
What a bullshit lock!
Well, no, it is wireless, but it only accepts signals from certain key cards.
Okay, I feel better now. Thank you.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, wait, it's just a lock. Fuck you. No way.
So, Aaron looks around the building. You can see on the other side there are 2 service entrances. One looks vehicle-sized, and one looks rather small. Looks like it's a thing for just put in raw material for fabbers that automated service vehicles would dump off. Kind of like a coal window would be to dump coal in, except instead of coal.
Would the vehicle bay be able to accommodate our mover? Or
you didn't bring the mover. You went on foot.
Then he has it done. So
it is parked in the Bat Section neighborhood. You can call it over.
Let's call that. Let's call that. No weapons. No. Well, let's call that in case we need a way out.
All right.
Yeah. Did you already pick up all the weapons?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. So they're in your cargo mover. So yeah, they're currently deactivated. They would be hard to scan, but the police detected them. Yeah. Say goodbye to that cargo mover.
Okay. So we're leaving that out until.
Yeah.
That last possible moment. So we can, if you want to, override the lock on the Fabber door.
The side door?
Yeah.
I would say the front door.
No, front doors can be in there.
You always sneak into the side door. That's just.
And also, I can once we're in there, perception check to see if there are any. That's to look to see what the hotel, the condominium staff are using for their for the uniforms, and I can adjust my smart.
I can make another perception check to spot.
Do you have your smart clothing?
Yeah, that's why I have a smart backsuit too, so I can.
You could have had more, Bob. Yeah.
Okay, let's say I ripped yours.
Yeah.
We'll take another one. So, in any case, 11 critical success.
Yeah, no, you get a perfect view of them through one of the windows.
Okay, adjusting my clothing for it.
Tacking it to me, so I can do the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do that. You will have to make impersonation checks if you have to.
I can do that.
All right.
It's probably best I stay out of sight.
All right, yeah, no, you're in a very distinct synth morph too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Fabber door is big enough that you can crawl through. It's like an air duct inside.
So hack it.
Yeah, infosec. It will be opposed though. 11.
Critical.
Okay. Version 85, which is way over their skill of 40. All right, good job. You hack the shit out of the Fabber door. All right.
It's dude, this door is my bitch.
All right. So.
And does that leave onto the main floor? Can we actually use it to get up to the apartment itself?
You don't know. You don't have the schematics of the building.
Shit.
You can use T-rays, which will ping you because you can be assured that some sensors will pick up. Hey, why is somebody scanning the shit out of the building with T-rays from inside a Fabber event?
God damn it, nice neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So, but it goes straight up, so you have to make a free running check unless you have something. What are those gloves that let you cling to things?
Let's see. I've got where is it? Micrograv shoes.
Well, there's shoes. You can't really walk on here.
And I've also got a spindle and spindle climber.
It's basically an air duct that goes straight up.
Okay, but you have the spindle
and
climber.
then it goes up to the side as it feeds the material to certain.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, spindle and spindle climber work?
It is actually pretty. Very. Yeah. You'd still have to make a climbing check to do it because it's very small and awkward. So.
We can do this.
Okay. One person at a time. Who's going in first?
David should be on.
So you don't have since you're going in through the heating ducts or through the Fabber vents ducts. You don't know where the room is. You don't know where room 13 is.
Okay. Do we have the floor for it, given what we had?
No. You saw the building from the outside, and you immediately went in through the Fabbers.
Okay, then let's get off on the first.
You saw a window, you know it's multi-story.
Okay, so let's get off on the first floor that we can find. Just the easiest one, then we can find a map or access the mesh and see if we can get that information from there.
There is a local mesh network for people who live there.
All right.
It is password
Hack
protected.
it.
All right.
Yep, hack it in.
It's one thing I'm good at.
Yeah. 10.
70.
And that's
80.
All right, you are in. You say, hello, welcome, Mrs.
Nakamura?
Yeah, Mrs. Nakamura. Here's her messages. And so you call it up, and you get it. It's on the second story. They're actually just labeled in order. It's not like everything was starting with the one is on the first floor. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, 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 all the way to apartment 40 or 35. So you go up. So it's on the second floor. You know where it is.
Well,
you also see that these ducts actually in the Faber itself, the household maker is right there. So you actually have to disassemble and push the maker aside or blow it up or something in order.
We're not blowing up.
Okay. Well, if you had a disassembler swarm, you could eat it, but it's basically feeding into the appliance. So the appliance blocks the duct. So you have to get that out of the way.
Okay. Do you have any multi-tool? That's like a utility tool.
I do.
Yeah, but I said, I'm a computer. So I'm a hacker / biomorph.
Okay, then David, since he's going up first, he can see about moving that out of the way. Then.
Okay.
I mean, if this was like a horrible,
all right, give me a climb check.
If this was like a horrible biological pulsing machine, I could help you.
Yeah.
All right, you climb up there. You're in front of the maker for apartment 13.
Okay.
Okay, and then how do I pick it up?
Oh, how are you going to take it out?
You have a utility tool, right?
Yeah, utility tool and just...
It.
We're going to be here a while.
It is built into it. It is not. Well, you have to physically destroy something. It's not screwed on. They have smart materials now, so you have to use something to physically cut it apart. If you had cyber claws, you could use those.
I do.
Before you do that, though, Tom, can you look through the local mesh to see if there are any kind of countermeasures to see if that will alert the house if something's disconnected from it?
That is not accessible to residents, so you'll have to hack again.
Into the maintenance server?
Yeah.
Okay.
37. 8. Oh, you are caught. You can get it, but you will be traced.
Or can I just disconnect?
You can disconnect.
Disconnect.
So we don't know?
We don't know.
Fuck.
Look, I think luck is involved in our job.
You can again give
or
me a
technically, since we're
physically cut it open with the cyber claws as you're just like yeah.
It's not really good.
That's a yes.
All right, your claws are ruined. You dull them horribly. They're basically useless. You also cause yourself 2 points of damage. Your fingers are all bleeding, as you're just. They aren't meant for industrial.
I'll see to that.
You can't. You're too crowded up in there.
Well, later.
Yeah, later. So you get it in there. It's physically disconnected from it, so you can shove it aside. That's what you want to do.
Okay, well...
Yeah, all three of you give me a perception check at minus 20.
Is this visual?
This is hearing.
I've got enhanced hearing, so
okay,
that's a yes.
No.
Okay. So you hear, and you're closest to it, so that kind of makes sense. You hear someone walking around in the room and talking in Scandinavian or Skandavinsky, whatever that the native language of the Titanian Commonwealth is. And so you don't have that language, so you can't understand it, and you can't connect to the mesh to Google Translate it because you're in privacy mode. You don't want to start doing mesh searches while you're on a covert mission. So you can record it though and we'll play it back later. Mm-hmm. Get someone else to translate it. So you're there, and so about after 10 minutes, it leaves, or the voice leaves. You can hear the door open, and it goes. So you haven't made any detection yet. You haven't done anything to do it yet. You've also noticed that the maker is physically connected to a power cable in the room. So in order to push it by, you will have to cut the cable. You can do it with your ruined cyber claws because it's just a cable. It's pretty thin, but it will be cut. It will lose its power. So,
okay, there's no way we can move it and keep the cable attached, is there?
Do you have hardware industrial?
I don't believe so. No.
All right, you don't know. It's a very short cable. They did not expect people to... They physically fixed it into the wall. They did not expect people to move it.
So, although we should have to probably move quick because once that's disconnected, maintenance is probably going to come up. Although we can...
Probably.
Bullshit our... If I'm already up there, we may be able to bullshit our way.
You may.
So, although...
Or we may not.
David, since you're up there, can you make a perception roll to see if there are any cameras that we can notice around? Before we move it out of the way and come into full view?
That is a good question. Can I see?
Yep.
Check for
You would have to move it. It's basically, again, the cable is just an inch away from the wall, and you're just seeing the back end of the maker.
So,
I hit 3 by mistake, guys. I'm sorry. Suicide, restart. Everyone go on the streets, throw grenades. We'll re-sleeve. But there are the equivalent of Payday 2 games in Eclipse phase. Oh, fuck, we fucked up. Everyone kill themselves.
Re-sleeve!
Re-sleeve. All right. So...
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound?
Yeah.
Clink.
All right, you cut it. Push it out. You're in a very nice... Yes, the squadron of death bots pop through the walls.
Activated House Lord Reapermorph.
Yeah, exactly. Cyrock, guard dog variant.
Yes.
So clearly, that's the kind of response.
Ross, there was a Cyrock going it's like, please prepare to be annihilated.
Yeah, exactly. Clearly, it's a very.
Sorry. Template over something. Hold on a minute.
Befuddlement algorithm. So, all right, the 3 of you are inside.
Cyrock and Reaper.
Well, were we able to get the spindle to bring us full?
Oh yeah, both of you make climbing check.
All right. How much does the spindle give us? Is that plus 20?
Not in these quarters. It's rare. Yeah.
I'm not going to be able.
Oh my god! I made it!
Right.
I'm not going to be able to.
13 out of 20.
10, so.
Dude, I made a 13 out of 20. You can do it.
Tom,
If you do, I
that's
will.
your dice.
If you fail, I'll allow you to do it. You'll just take damage as you hit yourself multiple times climbing up.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
Through the air.
These are actually well insulated because the maker bots are quite noisy. So the delivery bot that delivers raw materials is very
How much
noisy. So
damage?
they've actually soundproofed it.
How much damage do I take?
You take 6.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Yep. Anyways.
Yes, this was such a wonderful idea.
Dude,
Much better than
dude,
going into the front door.
I like definitely climb down there. Even I'm surprised.
Yep. All right, so the 3 of you are inside. It's a very nice looking apartment. Very the laid back kind of IKEA plus sort of thing. Everything sort of minimalist, made of space lumber. Very, very high end space lumber.
Nice.
Very refined and
His coffee table
Do we
only
know
had
if
17
the
screws left
any
over.
security systems are maintained within the house or by the maintenance server?
how do you know that?
So, well, question, Tom.
Hack.
What are you hacking?
And I'm trying to get an idea of, like, we're just trying to, like, is there like a
A local house mesh.
There you actually see no. Well, there's just the condo wide one which you've been hacked out. You disconnected from. So you can do it again, but it's on the lurk, so you'll be at a negative 20 penalty.
Which will be still 65.
No, thanks. I think.
And David, how many?
There is aside from that, there is a computer system set up, a server set up in the room, which has no mesh signal, so it is a physical only access thing.
And this will be your job.
So okay,
Here we go.
take a look.
So you're going to hack that one.
And we will search the rest of the house.
All right, they got a 94.
Crit.
All right, 44. This actually server has its own AGI Guardian on it, but it does not detect you. So you get
An AGI porn. Oh yeah, look at the math.
That's literally what it's doing.
That is some elegant.
It is addicted. Pedals are a hell of a thing.
What is that? Base 3? Yeah. Calculate pi, baby. Yeah.
Mandelbrot. Yeah.
Fibonacci hard.
Yeah. All right.
Spirals were a hell of a drug.
It says it is Jante Personal Computer Network personal.
Truly, it is a good one.
Yeah, what was the other name? Anyways, it says actually this is the actually has a name on it, Werner Severin. On it. Apparently, this is one of his servers. This is his downtown condominium. He apparently has other holdings. So you see three areas. Each will require a different info check to break in. One is personal files. Werner himself. 2 is Jante research. And 3 or pet projects. Actually, is what is its nickname. And 3 is Condor PMC, private military contractor.
All right.
4
which one should I try?
Super duper secret exurgent project.
Yes.
Yeah. So go ahead and try. Go ahead and try his personal files first to see what he has on there.
Okay.
And while
You're not going to beat me, Ross. You're just not going to beat me. Or you might totally.
42.
61.
All right. You get into personal files. You find Werner Severin is one of the ministers, one of the higher-up bureaucrats in the Ministry of Biodevelopment. He is quite wealthy. He has holdings of many microcorps, including Condor, and he also has a mansion at the edge of New Quebec, which has been seen. You actually get to see some messages talking about this. It's quite ostentatious. Who do you think you are? But he is insisting.
You're not keeping with our rustic aesthetic.
Repressed Scandinavian minimalist aesthetic, not rustic really. But anyways, he's building at the edge of New Quebec, so spending a lot of money on it. That's all you get from a cursory examination. Anyways, what are you two doing while he is looking at that?
Go ahead and take a look around the apartment itself, see if there.
All right, give me a perception check or investigation. So, actually, investigation would be better. Perception would be at a -20.
Why don't I do the investigation too?
I'll do perception.
Okay.
Since my vision will nullify that. So.
Sure.
44 out of 45 on the investigation.
14 out of 60.
You look through there, and
would he really be the kind of gauche person to keep a wall safe behind a portrait of himself?
There actually is a safe. It is a smart safe. It has its own. It requires biometrics. It is not that large, though. If you had some way to cut it open, you could actually physically detach it and stick it through the duct. So that's a critical success. You also find your cyber claws would definitely not work. You would need a plasma torch or something like that.
Or a drill. If you
guys, go get the
thermal super high off stealth ops job is just turned into hobos stealing the wiring out of the walls.
The copper's at a premium. So,
how is it going for the wires?
You also notice that the sensors on here. There's actually several anti-bugging measures that have been taken. There's several gadgets here that prevent the internal sensors or the building sensor network from being able to track what's going on in here.
Really?
Yeah, except for things that are wired into it. But they don't know that you're in there yet. But they will know that the maker's been offline. So that's what you get with that. So, Tom, you get that.
Okay, we got his personal stuff.
You got some of it. You can copy it off, but you skimmed it. Mm-hmm. You don't have mental speed, so you can't get the whole thing. But you can skim it and you can copy it onto your own. Dang.
My brain.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a cyber brain.
Sure.
What else do we have? We had the Condor brain. We had the Condor mental. We had the Condor.
Anyways, you do get a message on the server. It says, "I thought you just left. Why are you? Why did you come back?"
Give me back.
Like this
impersonation.
He's like, I need you to lie quickly lie.
Impersonation.
How are you going to impersonate someone you've never met or you know anything about?
And so I heard his voice.
You don't know.
I heard his voice.
No, you didn't.
I did though.
And he was speaking a language you don't speak.
And we were listening over in TACnet as well. So
you didn't pick it up.
Just dance.
All right, I'll allow impersonation at a -50.
Thank you. At -50?
That's about what you're going to get. A few phrases muttered in a language you don't understand.
That's pretty generous, actually.
I would allow a critical an 11 or a 1 to succeed.
Then there's no way I can do it. So
you could roll a 1 or an 11.
Yeah.
So you were trying?
No,
okay.
I'm not. There's just no way I'm going to do that.
All right.
So
you can't impersonate someone you've never met. Anyway,
it's why I'm very careful to meet everyone and I.
Anyways, but it is a text interface. It is not asking you for anything. Anyways. You notice that the sensors, anything that they would normally have cameras on a server like this, but they've been purposely removed. It is a text-only interface.
Well, can he lie through texting?
You can lie. Yes, that would.
Okay, then you do. Lie.
There will be no skill check. You will just have to say something that it would be convincing. You just have to tell me why did you come back?
So, forgot a couple things in my office, just collecting collecting a couple files quickly before I leave.
I see. Is the mansion? You forgot the latest invoice for the mansion.
I cannot. Too many things to think about this time. I should get that more with the mental speed boost next time.
Have you thought about my proposal?
Still considering it.
Now it's not the time to talk about it.
That's all I'm saying. Still considering it.
Okay. I do not. I would
Remind me in detail.
Tell me everything.
All right.
No,
You don't say anything contradicts it yet, so the AGI is not quite alert. But anyways, Tom, what are you gonna do?
Do you want me to continue?
Yes.
Okay. There was personal files.
Pet projects and Condor.
Condor.
All right.
Come on, Ross. Let's do the dance again.
All right.
California.
Jesus. 79 failed.
70.
Yeah.
Succeed.
All right. You get into the Condor files. You copy them over. It is a private military corporation. They have. You notice their main thing. Their latest orders have them be on 24/7 standby. In a hovercraft at the southern edge of New Quebec, actually right outside the city. They basically made a sort of temporary. They're on assignment is training in the weather, but they're on call to go to some place called the Spa in case there's an outbreak.
And that's
So their hovercraft is full of eelware.
Sure. So that's what you get. At this point, you two, both of you give me perception checks.
Yeah.
Or what you were helping Tom with that. So David, you're the only one who was able to act. What are you going to do?
Well, perception check. And,
not even perception. Are you searching the apartment more or are you doing something else?
well, searching the apartment, now that we know where the safe is, I'm trying to see if I can think my way through something to get in, maybe, but still looking.
So you're looking for something to open the safe up with?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It has a biometric lock, so you can look for biometric stuff. DNA.
Hairbrush, toothbrush.
Yeah. A space toothbrush.
Oh, a severed hand.
Yeah.
Sloughed off
All
skin.
right. That would be perception minus 10.
Splicers shed a lot.
They really do, but I think he's most likely in one of those, what do you call it?
Jerk morphs.
13?
13. All right, so you're looking. You do find some skin cells and stuff like that. So some viable DNA. At this point, though, the door opens and a maintenance guy walks in. The door closes behind him as it just, and then he is he's looking at the maker. He doesn't even see you three guys because they're off. That maker's in the kitchen. You're off all on the side, and he goes in with a big. He has a toolkit with him. He goes in, goddamn maker. Look, that's weird. And then he closes the door, he starts starts talking Scandinavian.
Does he see us?
Yes.
God.
He sees all three of you. What are you gonna do?
Some more innocent victims to this operation.
No.
What are you gonna do?
So finally, you get here. Did you not
All right,
get
give
the
me
message?
a minute. Wait. So you're doing that?
Wait, what did you do?
He pointed a gun at
God,
Give me.
damn it!
He knows we're here to do something.
We're all in maintenance uniforms.
I'm not.
I can. Yeah,
I'm a robot, though.
fine maintenance spot. We both have maintenance uniforms.
Give me
Somebody
intimidation
can
check.
lie. Oh God.
Give me intimidation check.
Did you really think?
40 out of 40.
All right. He doesn't say anything. He just stands there.
We try.
So you try to talk to him, and he just looks behind you.
Actually, I'll walk over. Excuse me. Do you speak English?
We're here to repair the guns.
Okay, sir. He's like, sir. He's like, what's your name?
My name is Cornelius.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think you can put the gun down. I don't think we need to point it at him right now. Because he's not going to do anything rash, are you?
No.
Of course not. Now look. May I just call you Cornelius?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Would you like to have a seat?
Okay.
Yeah, sit down. Look,
He can call.
We all have
with his brain.
He says, look, we are monitoring all communication in this building, in this room. So it's just going to be us right now, right?
All right, give me a deceit check.
What's your deception?
I'm just saying it.
You're not.
That's a lie.
I'll give you a plus 20 because he's scared.
Actually,
Yeah, you're the one who made it. Come on. Sit in your bed and make.
Where should I go?
You made your bed. Now we're.
Yeah, you made the lie. You go for it.
All right. Let's see if he makes his kinesics check at 30. 5. Oh, okay. You make your kinesics check.
No.
All right, you believe him. Or you two can make an
I make my kinesics check.
All right, you don't believe him. He's clearly going to call the police.
Put some more skeletons in the closet.
All right, what are you going to do?
Okay,
We'll do this round by round.
Okay, now I'm
You can
walking
say
up.
one sentence or you can do an action.
Oh, I'm walking up to him at this point.
Okay.
Look, where was my? What's my intimidation at? Okay.
He's already scared.
What was it? What was his name again?
What's he going to
Cornelius.
do?
I was like,
What are we going to do? Scare
look,
worse?
Cornelius.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you at this point. We're ego hunters. we're pretty much on the clock right now, and we're pulling information for the job, which we're very close. And I don't want to have to add yours into it as well.
All right, give me intimidate, or just actually, he's already scared. You can't intimidate him any further.
So
the guy is working well for that.
Yeah,
26 out of 60.
Okay, he believes you.
So here's what's gonna happen at this point. You're gonna go on about your job repairing this. Well, once we're done, we're going to all walk out together.
Okay.
Once you're done taking care of this, you will not say a word about this, and then later on, you may find a little bit of an extra incentive in your account, as long as you're not talking and botching up our operation. If you decide to do that, we'll just have to add you to the docket later. How's that?
Can you give me that incentive now?
No, it's when we walk out of here safely.
Wait, boss. Look at. I think he has a trustworthy face. I think.
I already called the police.
Well, that was foolish.
Well, I can tell them it was a false alarm if you give me that incentive right now.
So, how about...
oh my God. Would you look at this guy? Look at this guy.
Can you to see if he's lying about the police?
Sure.
26.
He seems very, yeah.
He's like, look at
I don't know.
He's like,
he seems like he did.
This guy, I like his attitude. I think he's going to be all right.
Every second you wait,
So I tell you what.
they're closer to capture.
So I tell you what.
Who has money?
I do.
Give him money.
He's like, all right then.
How much are you going to go? Every...
Okay, Ross.
Yeah, okay,
Jesus.
so. All right.
Well then. I think we have an understanding here.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. What do you say? 6,000 from the slush fund?
Okay. Make a persuasion check with a plus 30 bonus.
See, Ross.
The police don't have to believe him. He can say whatever he wants. Like, I was totally lying, guy. The police can be like, all right, we're just going to come by anyway.
Well, dude, I'm not lying. I'm I'm going to give him the
All right,
money.
you give him the money. All right, he says, okay, I'll tell them that it was, I didn't recognize the new crew. So we're good, right?
Well, yes, we have to finish our job. And trust me, if the police suddenly bust in here, you're going to be the first to know about it.
Okay. All right, what are you going to do now?
We need to go.
How are you going to go?
Don't worry about that save. Just...
does anybody have hardware industrial?
No.
Okay.
I have hardware electronics.
If you have hardware armory at minus 10.
No.
Or do you have hardware armory at all?
No.
Do any of you have plasma weapons?
No.
Okay. Nope. All right. Yeah, safe there. Don't have enough skin cells to make a biometric.
That's fine.
Actually, hey,
we're walking out. We're done.
Hey, buddy.
You're walking out the door?
Wait, hey, buddy. You don't have a plasma cutter in that tool bag of yours, do you?
I do.
Right. Maybe borrow it for a moment?
No, let's leave the safe here. We have the information we have.
Why do you need that?
No.
You're not going to use it on me, are you?
Oh, no. We would
Retrieve me from backup, jumping down the hole.
Are you going down the hole?
Okay, I'm done.
All right,
I'm in the spindle.
All right, you don't have to make a check. You're good.
Thank you.
All right, so Aaron just goes out the dock and leaves. What
See
about
ya.
you, David?
Meet you back at the van.
All right, I'll leave it up to you. You want to cut the safe open?
Cornelius, steal the safe and meet me. You got a trustworthy face, man. I know you're going to do the right thing.
Like,
Maybe it goes Stockholm Syndrome on you.
Could you buy that perk?
yeah. Like, but just remember, kind of just in the face, I know who you are now.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
What's my last name?
Don't embarrass yourself, sir. Don't embarrass yourself.
Oh, okay. All right, so you have a plasma torch now. Are you going to cut it open?
How long will it take us to cut this thing open?
Do you have any hardware skills?
Ross, we told you all.
You don't know. You don't have any technical skills to figure out if you can make a sometimes 3 to try and rip it out of the wall with the plasma torch, basically. 2 sometimes 3 checks. Harry's already doing that.
What's your song?
I just left one person to raid the compound with.
20.
So is mine.
You guys are backed up as well, and you will be receiving haste.
Oh no! My Psalm's 25.
Okay.
Try it.
2 checks.
First one.
Both of you are working.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as you're cutting, there's a guy at the door.
Who is it?
I don't know. He says he wants to talk to me. I should go and talk to him, shouldn't I?
All right. Tell him you're busy. You'll talk in a minute.
He says it's important. He says it's about the building as a fire alarm. The heat sensors are going crazy.
Like it's a false alarm. Tell him it's a false alarm.
Yeah, we're dead.
Okay. He doesn't believe me. He says he's going to override the door. All right, Harry, give me.
There were meth heads that have put on more secret and intelligent robberies than that.
Could you incapacitate this guy when he comes in, please?
All right, so Aaron, give me an infiltration check with a plus 20.
Why?
So you got out of the building, but you need to run away.
You get a plus 20.
And I have my chameleon cloaking, so yeah.
That's another plus 20, so it's plus 40 total.
What's my infiltration at? 50, so yeah, so 55. So
55 with the plus 40?
Plus 40, yeah.
So it's a total of 55.
A total of 55.
So its base is 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're good. I'm good right now.
Okay.
It's nice knowing you.
All right, so a drone flying by to ding, citizen, pedestrian. Please stay where you are. The police have shown an interest in you and would like to speak to you. Please remain stationary. You can make a free running check to run to safety.
Full completion.
We got this.
We got it.
It's still good.
Anyway, you are armed, I assume.
It's still good.
Yes, but
Free running check.
I can free run, or the other option is if police get here, I can still have the Ego Hunter ID under that, saying this is just a similar looking morph. I don't know where
They'll still.
Our ego hunting cover was to go after Sister Yet.
Yeah. Also, you're carrying illegal
weapons. You're gonna have
weapons.
to explain why you're in a condo across town.
Yeah, you'll still go to jail.
Free running then.
Yeah.
Let's get to the van.
Yeah.
Knock over a fruit cart. That works every time.
There's some space for
They'll stop that space drone. Maybe somebody's moving space glass across the street.
Free running.
Yeah.
49, I make it.
All right,
so,
you bound out.
49 out of 50, so.
All right, you start bounding down the street out of the nice neighborhood. The drone loses track of you because you're not that sophisticated. Drones, you do have a warrant on you, though, so yeah. So that identity is burned. Anyways, back at the apartment.
David, could you please incapacitate this guy when he...
So you're going to open the door. All right, give me an infiltration check to hide. Okay. Give me... All right, so you make it. Guy steps in. He's a Titanian police officer. What are you going to do? He doesn't see you.
Hand on the back of the neck and eel wear.
Okay.
What?
All right, just give me an unarmed check.
It's like space chloroform, isn't it?
No. It's a taser.
Yeah.
That works.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
It puts him in excruciating pain.
All right, you assaulted a police officer.
63 out of 65.
All right, yeah, no, you catch him. He's unaware, so I'll just say it works. He just ragdolls for a moment. He falls.
Page him.
Yeah.
We've got 2 left.
Use a moxie for
Just
that.
kinda, I'll give Caleb a moxie, which you can't use in this session. But yeah, he drags on the ground. The Cornelius is like,
he's
Close
fine.
the door.
I said, he's fine.
Hurry, we need to go now.
give me another sometimes, sir. All right, you can't get it out. You don't. It's like, all right, what are you gonna do, David? You can help.
Vandals attack a random condo. Deface the walls.
Let's see if I can pull that save. Yeah, 27.
While you're doing that, you see a random message. What is going on in all caps on the server screen?
I disconnected from that.
I know, it's on the screen of the server. It's not connected to anything.
Curious.
Yeah, there's an AGI on the server, and he's clearly, what the fuck?
There's a repair guy here working.
Stop looking at
No, it's not! Who are you?
We don't have time for that.
Yeah, let's just go.
Safe?
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, the safe, it's going to be really slow to push you through the duct, so it would be faster if you just ran out and jumped through a window onto the ground. Or you can go through the duct if you want.
What do you want?
Call on this one.
It's pretty light because Titan has low gravity.
Cornelius just looking back.
Yeah, no, he's just like...
You debate this.
This is the part where we agony sax it.
Like, bonsai!
Through the window.
Yeah.
All right, give both of you run checks.
Good Lord, I think we got Taylor.
52? Yeah, 52 for you.
Oh, shit. No, it's 50.
Okay, you failed by 2.
I'm just imagining you guys...
Who's carrying the safe, by the way?
I will.
All right, so you were.
I will hire some.
All right. Well, it's very light because Titan has low
I
gravity.
just imagine you guys in the bank heist and no evil. Just like, Plan Alpha 6, go now, protocol. Like, at first, yeah!
All right, give me a free running check. Yeah, there is a window in his apartment, so you can jump through that.
I made it.
All right, you make it. Tom failed by 2, so here's where you jump through the window right behind David. As you land, it bounces out of your hand and skitters ahead of you. You see there's a police car in front, and the guy is like, hey, Gavin, where are you? And, oh my God, Gavin's here. Like, oh my God, stand down, sit down. All right, so he's spinning around drawing his weapon.
And this is where we run.
All right, you have to spend a free running check to get the thing.
Like the first episode of The Wire, they drop a safe on the police.
It's not on the police car. They're on the side of the street. So anyways, you have to spin around to get the safe, or you can just free run to escape.
You want to get the safe? Because I'm just going to run.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
All right, I'm just running.
All right, free run.
Come on. I'm just going to...
Interesting.
Yes! Make it 48.
There is one drone in the air. It is going to take a shot at you with an agonizer, which will not do much, but you'll get scorched. It gets a 25. You can fray it half.
No.
All right, you get
At least it can't cause pain.
Yeah, you take 3 points of damage. Probably your armor absorbs that.
Yeah.
So you get scorched.
Stop that.
Yeah. But you bound out of the way, leaving David. All right, David, you get it. This guy, he has a rather nasty-looking submachine gun. And he's saying, stand down or I will use lethal force. So,
dude, this is like Tuesday for you.
You have 5 seconds to comply.
Yeah. So what are you going to do?
Well, I'd hope his regular off hours assassination plans go better than that.
I'm an assassin, not a thief. There's a world of difference between the two.
All right. So what are you going to do?
And now we run.
All right. So you're just going to run. You have to make 2 free running checks. He will get 2 shots off at you. 1 for each round.
Okay.
Because you went out of your way to get the save. So you're farther away.
Can he free run with a safe?
It's very light. Titan's
right.
very low
It's
gravity.
like a...
Well, that's good. I just imagine him dragging.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a small safe.
No,
too.
that's better.
Yeah, it's like a wall safe. Or it's like one of those small safes that are...
No, you're in the clear now. It's fine.
Yeah, all right. So you're just going to free run?
Yeah.
All right, give me a free running check.
That is a 14.
All right. He is going to full auto fire on you with standard rounds for damage. He's trying to drop you because you assaulted a police officer. Yes, 15 to skill with no penalties. So he gets a 71. He misses first round.
Does he spray innocent people?
No. He's quite professional.
Ronin now.
Yeah. All right, next. And then the Agon... Well, no, the Agonizer. All right, so next round, the drone and him are both going to fire at you. They're still within range. So first you have to make a free running check.
15.
All right. He will fire again. 50 exactly.
All right. Can I fray?
You can fray at half, but I don't... Unless your skill is at 100, you cannot beat him. Because he has 50, and your fray is halved whenever you're doing range fire. So what is your fray?
My fray is at 60.
So you'd have 30, but he got a 50. So
Unless he crits.
Unless you crit, yeah. You could get an 11 or a 22.
And if I do get a success, can I spend a moxie to upgrade that?
Do you have a moxie?
I still have 2.
All right, it is at half, though, so you have to get less than 30.
That is an 11.
It is an 11.
All right, so you do avoid it. They are in hot pursuit, so you guys will have to leave because you do have enough of a lead, and you have the cargo mover, which can conceal you from casual surveillance. You can get in that and get out, but you have to leave New Quebec immediately.
And we're heading towards...
And I still have not gotten the stack yet, I guess?
This is happening at the same time. So you get the stack. Then
you're perfect.
Yeah, they're on their way out to New Quebec. The cargo mover is slow, and they're trying to hide in plain sight.
You can hurry hop on.
So you get a message. So, yeah, what do you say to Caleb when you're...
It's I think we're done. We need to go now. Right now.
Yeah.
All of our data.
Guys, the plan worked pretty well.
I did. Actually, somehow my texting is sounding urgent.
Yeah.
Giving me direct point up. How did the black bag dive go?
Our identities are gone now. Let's go.
What? What happened?
Ask Heckle and Jekyll. They'll let
Actually,
you know.
we'll tell you when we see you face to face.
Oh, okay. Where are you at?
We're heading to the mover now.
You'll see us right now.
They're actually heading into the tunnel, high part of the tunnel.
I'll get on then.
Yeah. So you go through the upper part stretches of the tunnel in order to, which is kind of like an industrial highway, a lot of cargo vehicles moving back and forth. So you're kind of lost in the midst. And again, the sensors don't pick you up as long as you're in there.
How'd you guys get so hurt?
Yeah,
I didn't. I just got a little scorched. Nothing a little paint won't fix.
Yeah. You do see on the news daring daytime attack on a condominium. Police open fire on blah 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 blah.
Is there anything about a firefight in a bodyworks factory?
No.
Oh no, they were quiet about it.
Yeah,
right, that's fair.
And it wouldn't be a firefight; it'd be like, "Sister, Ian, look over there."
What? No, just look over there.
Is this another trust test? Do I have to fall?
Yeah,
fall into my arms.
What about the fall?
It's like a mafia. They don't really like honorable fights. They're just like, no, we're promoting you. Just get in the front seat. Don't worry about the guy in the back seat.
Yeah.
So you're on your way out. You do have, by skimming, you have the intel on Werner and Condor. You know, Condor has a base nearby, actually on the way between the location you're going to. Sebastian, you're getting a better sense. You're actually your bots. I'll say between your muses, you actually get the sense that Sebastian seems to be going to a weather station. There's a automated, a small weather station maintained by, but it's interesting. It's owned by the Ministry of Biodevelopment. I don't know why they would. Yeah. But so there's the Condor company, and you have some of their passwords and security information. And they have a very fast hover assault, looks like an Osprey jet. And they're on their way, so you can either take the cargo mover and get there safely, or you can risk it and go to Condor, or you can... Werner has a mansion on the edge of town.
Also, then we have the safe...
Which apparently is much larger and construction much more elaborate than any mansion should be, even in this day and age.
By the way, while we're on there, can we open up to get the safe open?
How?
Does it actually have any kind of hookups in the back to be able to do maintenance on the security system?
No.
Okay.
It has a lock, and it is made out of ridiculously thick and strong material. If you had if
you say hardware, Ross, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, that would work. But if you had, what was the espionage? It's actually it would be very hard to get it open unless what kind of skills you have to open it.
I think interface,
biometric lock.
I'm a machine.
You need I need his. You need Werner's DNA.
Thought we had that.
You don't have enough. If you went to a lab, a body bank, you could have your culture enough.
Yeah, that's an option now.
But you actually see there's a two-part system to it. Actually, I will say there's the first thing, the DNA only opens up access to the keypad. And actually, does anybody have demolitions?
I do.
All right, you can make a demolition check.
Yeah, that'll work. We'll blow it. Nope.
Okay.
All right, so we put a rather large bit of space C4 right here.
No! You'd have to get the Firewall to get.
Where did you get that anyway?
You don't get any additional information out of it, but you know it's at least a 2-part thing. There's DNA only opens access.
Okay, I got into the surveys. I got into the server, and I got 2 of the 3 bits of information that they had on it.
Yeah.
So we don't know what Condor is.
You do know where it is.
No, we know where it is, but we don't know what it is.
It's a private military contractor. And you do know you got a memo saying that they're there to contain any outbreaks if something research at the spa goes bad.
Okay, and then we know there's a mansion.
It's a really big mansion.
Really big mansion. There's a lot more budgeted to its construction than it has any right to be.
And then we know where the spa's at now?
Actually, Tom, you can give me exotic mortis.
I thought we always knew where the spy was.
Great.
Well, you know exactly where it is. You know what? Sebastian was going to it, but you didn't
follow him.
Well, no, you did follow him, but you don't know exactly where it was. Yeah. But now, which we know with the 44, actually, you see some of the manifest of the equipment that's being sent to the mansion. He's building a body bank in there, at least, for very high-end, very exotic experimental stuff too. Like, this is kind of stuff that like major hypercorp research labs would have. Also, an unusual. Well, yeah, it's very atypical.
Hypercorp research labs.
What's the kind of stuff you'd see? It's basically like putting a small particle accelerator in a mansion somewhere.
And Sebastian's not going there. He's going to another place.
He's going to the spa.
So there's
the mansion's on the edge of town.
Okay.
On the edge of New Quebec.
So where do we go?
I say the mansion.
Werner's a hardened target now. You did break into his apartment.
Yeah, and he certainly knows about it now.
And knocked out a policeman and had an extensive conversation with Cornelius, which they will then unpack and record.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that will be the hardest place to go. But we could do that. We could go to
head straight toward the spa.
Well, you get a
Condor, but I don't think that's a good idea because they're
you do have
a military contract here, and the spa.
Well, if we can get to the mansion, we could get the safe open. This is an awfully secure.
But getting to the
spa is a lab too, and you get a general sense of what's going on. The spa is isolated and remote because they're doing research on hot items like exsurgent or something dangerous that would be too dangerous to do in a near population center. But the results of that data must be sent to another lab where they are refined, which must be the mansion
for the remote server.
If the spa is,
well, then if we go to the spa, we get the information.
But you have data. Already. You have like passwords and clearance codes for Condor. And Condor is off the grid. They are doing training exercises, and so they may not know about the break-in, especially if you go right now.
And there's the possibility if we get over there, if they're prepared to handle outbreaks at the spa, we might be able to pull equipment
You could basically pass as someone who is authorized to give Condor commands.
Okay.
So you could either take their hovercraft and go there. Or you could tell them to disband, go back to go to ground to get rid of them. You could tell them, something.
Can I interrogate Yen before we make a decision?
You can interrogate Yen. You have enough equipment. I say that stuff you had for your morph scheme, you loaded in the cargo mover, so you have enough that you could load up a crude simul space and talk to her. You can't really torture her or do anything.
I don't want to torture her.
Yeah. You talk to her and she...
I've got pretty good leverage.
All right. Where am I? What's going on?
Hi.
I think I know you. You're with the Extropians, aren't you?
No, that was someone I was pretending to be. People like me more when I'm not myself.
Oh, you're one of those kind of undercover people.
I just pulled up the civil space of talking to Zane without it. So look,
she's very angry now.
I spoofed all of your accounts and made it seem as if you were doing a bloody coup against your Tong. They have murdered you. And this is your stack. They've also erased all of your backups, along with that of your entire crew. Because I
don't remember.
They were in on it too.
My memories, those holes. They've got. Did you edit my memories? They must have.
They edited some of it. My hope was that that they didn't know what I was looking for and it'd still be on here.
Oh.
So look, your life is ruined. I'm sorry about that. I think life's unfair. Actually, fairness is pretty much a human myth that you all tell each other. But
oh God.
At this point in the ecosystem, I'm stronger than you, and there's only one of you left. So either I send this stack to my people, and they decide what to do with you, which won't be murder. They will find a place for you, or we just erase this, and you call it a good try. So you tell me what I want to know, and then you get another chance.
I'll give you a +10 on your persuasion check.
I make it.
All right. I don't. It's weird. I should be angry, but I'm not. Maybe they took that out of me. Maybe I feel weird. Maybe they did a bad job with the psychosurgery. They must have taken things out. I'll tell you what I can know. What I do know. What do you want to know? All right, so you start asking her about...
everything she knows about what Sebastian is taking out there. Everything she knows about...
Oh, that? They don't even
Smith.
care. They don't even think that's that important. They must not. It's material that they paid for, that they took from Iapetus. Titan stuff.
Okay.
I kind of figured this out on my own. I guess they didn't... I guess they're worried more about their security procedures because they don't remember how they did any of this, or how I did it. But it's the Ministry of Biodevelopment. They, the government. They have this fear because there's a bunch of old shits who run everything. People think this is a utopia, but it's always a bunch of old shits who run everything, like everywhere else. The old shits, are afraid because if they live too long, they stop caring about everything. They get all sad and depressed. And they want to make that what is it? The long life greens? No, it's a different color. What's long immortality blues?
Yeah.
Yeah, and making biomorphs live longer, and so they're doing and they think the Titans had some ideas on that, and so they've been taking Iapetus material, but they've been doing this for like a year now, but suddenly. In the last couple of weeks, the material they found some expert who could do deals with it, who knew it a lot better than they did, and they made all kinds of breakthroughs. So they're like winding everything down because they don't need to sort through all this Titan trash anymore because they got it, they figured it out.
What's the expert's name?
LK, something like that. Those are his initials.
Great. Loren Kristol.
Yeah, they're using holders to move the stuff back, and that's why we've had so many Titan outbreaks, because the holders are shit at carrying cargo through the wilderness, everything. Lots of contamination. And I think they keep losing crates. Like I remember they're talking about they lost a crate, and there was something important that they wanted tested at the spa. It's not something from Iapetus, but some other object from somewhere else that LK wanted tested. But we lost it. Or one of the holder lost it in the fucking tunnel. And we built that tunnel so they wouldn't go detected. Because it would be weird if a bunch of holder were all going to the same place. Over and over again.
So there's a tunnel out there?
There's a tunnel. It's a smuggling tunnel.
Okay.
They put all the stealth shit in it to make sure that they couldn't be picked up from satellites.
Where's that at?
I don't know. I don't know where anything is now. They must have done a find and replace or find and delete every coordinate in my goddamn head. I don't know where anything is.
What is engineer U?
I don't know where anything is. Jesus. What did they do to me? Can you fix me? Can that be fixed? I don't know where things are. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, I can be fixed.
Oh.
Calm down. It's all okay.
Is it?
Just keep telling me everything.
LK had sent something big and important to the spa. We lost it, or the holder lost it, and we've been looking for it. It's probably they just dropped it in the tunnel because the holder unreliable as shit. Goddamn space hippies. And yeah, it's not from Iapetus, whatever it is.
Probably what we're looking for.
But LK wanted it tested and then brought back to the other side. That mansion. Yeah. They got something built big down there in the basement. It's all recent too. LK's been I think LK's calling the shots more.
Do you know anything about Condor?
Oh, they have goons that are there in case things get too bad. They go there and shoot everybody.
How much do they know? Are they compartmentalized?
They're pretty compartmentalized, I think. I think they just go there. They know it's secret government research shit, but they're just goons who killing insurgents. They don't care if they have to kill the workers 5 times. They kill everybody, start over. Kill everybody, start over. That's why research has been so slow, because they keep fucking killing everybody.
Okay.
Can you send me someplace warmer than this? Maybe.
It's not up to me.
You can put a good word in, though, right?
Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as you know.
Can the thing about the cord? That's not hard to fix, right?
No.
Maybe it's because of symbol space. I can't spell. Can you sleeve me into something?
Yeah, I'll be working on that.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No.
All right.
Thanks, Ian.
Give me real time, sir.
Are we going to keep her in symbol space, or
unless you intend to actually help her, or are you just like?
I'll give her I'll give him the firewall.
All right.
But,
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no, I failed that.
All right.
Now you fired.
do you want me to do symbol space design? Just
there's you probably at some point or the other. So you take 2.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do symbol space design to give her something a little more comfortable for the moment? Or?
No.
It doesn't.
Before I leave, I'm like, I'm sorry, like you're angry.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. And then I was just kind of out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And then he drops the mic and goes, peace.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Existential dread for the win.
Well, you didn't kill Cornelius, so I didn't make you guys go through any of that. So, insulting a cop, that's not even worth.
I just jumped the tunnel and ran.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't pop Cornelius.
I tell him that Condor's likely just straw men, so they probably won't know much.
Yeah.
We could go to the mansion, which is... See, there's the thing. The stuff we need is at the spa, and Loren Kristol might be at the mansion.
That's likely.
Metagaming, though, I want to say that Loren Kristol is definitely not at the mansion. But the stuff is probably at the spa. So that's my thinking.
You could split up.
Just
groups.
You can't.
Being on the other side of the screen... Manjapa would totally not be at the mansion.
Yeah.
Would he?
No, he would not be.
Really?
Yeah.
Manjapa would have been at the mansion.
The princess is always at the other castle.
But technically, we're not dealing with Manjapa.
Well, you can't split up because you only have one vehicle at this point.
Yeah.
And we can't get another one because it's going to be...
Well, you could get another one if you were creative enough, and ruthless enough. That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoon feed you any of that. That's up to you if you want to get another vehicle.
I'm going to downtown. Let you guys decide. Yeah. I'm a sad monkey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of thing that happened to you.
Curl up in a bowl of comfort
and now you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to see if I can't find her something at some point. That is kind of my thing I do.
Yeah. Would you care to manicure me?
Yeah, you're healed up. You don't have to roll, Tom. You can.
That's first aid.
You can fix. Well, you fix the cyber claws too. So but
basically, I just get like a buffer.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, you are in the wastes now.
So where do you guys want to go?
3 locations that I can think of.
Well, I think
splitting up. I will say, I think splitting up is a bad idea.
I do too.
You always think that's a bad idea.
Because
it normally is.
It was a terrible idea. It did not work out.
Well, you got the safe.
You got the safe.
And some data.
Which we can open as soon as we get to a place you can culture cells. So we can get it open eventually.
So
any investment that eventually pays itself off is worth it, depending on the patience of the investor.
No, I personally agree that we probably should go ahead and head off to the spa because any information that we can possibly get on Kristol or anything else, we could probably be accessed through the remote to the mansion. So
all right, that's one for spa.
And the spa might have the stuff I need as well.
So you want to go to the spa too?
I'll say the spa.
I'm leaning towards spa because slightly less, hard target.
Suicidal.
We'll go towards the spa.
All right, so you just taking the cargo mover?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So
and it is more in Firewall's purview, as it is full of hard blood surgeons.
Oh yeah, no, the Tesla does ask you to check in.
And we did all of these huge guns.
You do have 4 new weapons. You can each pick one of your choice, with 3 magazines of ammo. So, Laura, Tesla asks for a report. I saw some interesting activity on the police blotter tonight.
I'll inform of everything I know.
Okay.
Totally.
Well, those covers are burned. Those morphs are going to be burned too. At least those 3, because they're going to tag those. A savant morph, that's easy to identify anyway. There's only like 50 in the city of 1.5 million people.
I tell them that.
So don't go anywhere near any Titanian government in that savant morph. You 2 are a little easier, but your DNA is certainly tagged. So any scan of the police is going to pull up your warrant. So you should probably resleeve. We don't have any private farcasting facilities. You're going to have to use a commercial farcasting facility at some point. So you're going to have to resleeve before you leave planet anyway.
Yeah.
Or go in a stack, So that's just for you. For that safe, I have a guy who can fix it, who can open it, no problem. It'll take him some time. But I don't know how you're going to get it to him because he's in the city and he's not going to leave the city to get it. He's kind of an asshole, but he's really good at that technical stuff. And
they'll have equipment at the spa.
Yeah. No, we've had reservations at the spa before. It's a weather station under the Ministry of Biodevelopment. That was one of the reasons we thought was maybe one of the vectors for all these insurgent infections, but we never got an angle on it. We didn't want to make a cold approach either. We didn't want to send a hard team in there because we didn't know.
We've confirmed it's got exurgent things, and we have intelligence that it's got the specific item that we are looking for.
I actually do have some control over the radar facilities. So you're talking. Well, actually, I
also tell him that Bohemian now has an inn in St. Catherine's Tong if he wants to use it.
Yeah.
And that an entire wing of the Tong has lopped itself off.
So Bohemi will want to talk to you at some point.
Yeah, I'm not here.
Yeah.
But my cover's good.
Yeah. So your cover's good. Anyway, so about an hour later, it'll take you about 11, 12 hours to go, unless you want to make some piloting ground craft checks.
No.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
So how long? 12 hours?
12 hours.
250
kilometers away, you're going about 10, 20 miles an hour, kilometers an hour. But here's what you do figure out. A few hours in, he does send you a long range message. And that data you sent on Condor, I had some government radar stations under my influence, and I started monitoring it. Hovercraft just left a while ago. They're going to get there before you by about an hour and a half, it looks like. Mm-hmm. So you probably want to keep that in mind. But that's actually good because things will be more chaotic.
It's a problem.
It won't be us doing it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So who's going to get that suit of heavy body armor? And
I've already got heavy armor.
Anyway, so you have...
you can have it. I will pick a weapon.
So I still have my light back, so...
All right, so you're not going to try and speed up to get there sooner?
No.
So. Why is that? Do you want to push your luck? Anyway, you have...
are the doom of far too many role playing games.
Yeah, all right. We'll stop here because, you're going to... So here's what happens. So... remember that small group of technicians at the spa who started out building a tunnel, had a really bad day, as they see that hovercraft coming nearby. There are only bad people in it. But behind them, an hour and a half later, some maybe not as bad people will show up.
My poor anarchist techie.
Your poor anarchist techie. So
trapped in the Faraday cage / communications room.
Well, and I ran off with a holder. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's going to be fun. And you two had released Exsurgents into the room you were in. So, no, that's what they did. We're going to release everyone in the spa itself. That was their last action. I actually wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
When did that fucking happen?
That happened in the spa one-shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God. You just can't stop but for sabotaging him. Tom's not happy until he creates a bigger monster to kill my ass.
Alright, so that's what we'll pick up next session.
But I am broadcasting everything. Yeah. That is my character. Yeah. I actively did things to not
You eventually do get it as you get close to it, as you're about 90 minutes away from it. You start the Tesla's forwards you the signals that he's getting from the weather station, and the conspiracy theories talking about it. And he's like, "Wow, this is getting crazy. Yeah, good luck. It's getting hot in there." Anyway, so
I will get a sniper rifle.
All right, you can have a sniper rifle.
I will get a heavy rail machine gun.
You can have that, and yeah, you can pick that between that and next week. So that's where we'll leave off. And so next week, or actually not next week, 2 weeks from now, we will pick up because by next week will be Gen Con week, and then the week after that I'll be recovered by Tuesday. So anyways, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.